boy.
So isn't that Puffin to get him to run a game?
You're ruining the intro.
Not for the first time, but not for the last.
Well, hello everybody, and she booty, or long time no see. It's been quite a while, but we're come back to have a little bit of meet up and chat, just see what we're doing in the future, and just kind of get together. It's been a while. To be fair, I know I've been extra busy because I decided to take on another job as the genius that I am. But money's money, bitches.
He's got a lot of it. Don't let him lie to you.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Not really.
Lots of it.
Proud of him because he's going to die first. After all, he's an American. She's from Japan.
Wow, well, this is a great way to start the show.
He's just killing you off.
That's all right. I've already allocated all of my funds to where they need to go after my demise, so that's well and done.
I say you let.
Yeah, go ahead.
I say you let GOP inherit your channel.
Oh, sure.
No,
GP can have it.
All right, that's fine.
There you go. That's a promise, GOP.
Yeah. Okay.
You become the new Chester.
Right. I'll do my best.
Well, I do hope I got at least 20 years left. That would be kind of nice.
Yeah. True.
But you could do a lot in 20 years. I certainly have plans, for sure. But nevertheless, we're going to sit here and talk about gaming and things like that. Of course, we left off with Lockdown Chicago, which basically we have one fight left, is what it was, but we can't gather everyone together to do it. And that's fine. So we'll just look toward seeing if we can't build something in something new. Whether I run it or GOP runs it or, Puffin or whoever, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just the host of the channel. I'm fine doing whatever. And I guess we'll sit here and talk. So let's go ahead and give a little bit of an update on people's lives and what they're doing. And I'll just go in order of what's in front of me. Hello, Ethriel. How are you?
Fine.
Fine. Oh, good. I'm glad to see how you're very enthusiastic. So how's life, brother?
It's fine, I suppose. Some mostly fine. Just a bunch of crap in real life has been happening to get me down. I don't want to. I don't want to trauma dump.
No, and that's fine. Life is life. It is what it is. But I would remind you that life's not that hard, dude. Just if you keep stepping forward, it will all work out. That is definitely true. But okay, so just life is normal over here. How about you, GOP? I know you do have some news.
Oh yeah, and I've been I got a new job, which is nice. I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it, and I don't things are going decently over here. I don't have any complaints. That's still working on that Crusader Punk thing, but I'm making progress. It's just working a lot of overtime, so not as much as I would have hoped for, but still, it's moving. It is moving.
I understand your nephew helps you with that. The wee one.
Oh, no, he just sits with me sometimes. I've been teaching him piano though, which is nice.
Oh,
I didn't know you played piano.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not great at it, but I know enough to be able to teach a beginner.
Wow, we could have a piano off, you and I.
Oh no, you would absolutely destroy me. But I could.
It's not my main instrument. It's probably my last instrument, to be honest with you.
Now, I used to play a lot more when I was younger, but I took my old keyboard out of mothballs that I had when I was like. I had to have gotten like the early 2000s when I was a kid, or just like a younger teen, and it still works fine. So I'm just trying to teach him. He's only 5, and at first it was a bit of a struggle, but now he likes it because I'm like, you can eventually play like some of the songs that you like, because I'm also having him listen to a bunch of different music, and he's definitely he definitely has a varied taste for a 5-year-old, which I'm very happy for. So yeah.
Well, that's good. No, music is always useful just for kind of moving your brain along, really.
Hmm.
A lot of that's one thing a lot of people don't understand when parents push their kids to do an instrument, even though they're not interested in it. It has nothing to do with music. It has to do with what music does for your brain. It's
Hmm.
very useful thing. Anyway, I was just sitting there taking a look at because I shared on Twitter, of course, and taking a look, and it's all AI now. Nice.
Hmm. The world is a changing.
Well, one thing I did notice, guys, as I drive around Japan, because I'm always moving, right?
Mhm.
I've seen just in the past, not even year, let's say 6 months, there are AI databases opened up all over Japan, dude. They're everywhere, little ones and gigantic ones. Are you guys having the same problem?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
What's his name? The guy from Shark Tank. The Canadian. He wants to open one in I think Utah that we use twice as much electricity as the entire state.
Oh well, well, we do need to, build a few more nuclear plants, I would say. But that
Quite a
is an
lot.
issue with it. Of course, Japan has a lot of nuclear plants, so we have plenty of energy. But energy is cheap here. Uh, but um, it's interesting because my question is, what are they doing with them? Because it's certainly affecting us as gamers and people who use computers because the industry's like, hey, you guys are yesterday's news. We don't care about you. Did you see that new AMD GPU that dropped? We haven't had much this year, but the new one that dropped $10,000 for a GPU. Are you freaking kidding
Well,
me?
because everyone is like, when
I
you
know,
have this massive race between all these companies fighting for every scrap of compute they can get,
I know.
you know.
It's
I
too
mean, like,
bad. It's
hopefully
badass.
the Terafab will make it so we'll finally hit a point where maybe we can have enough supply to start having stuff trickled back down to the consumers, but who knows,
Yeah,
you
but
know.
my question is still valid. What are they doing with it?
I mean,
Because they're building thousands of these things, but it's like, all right, what are you doing with it then? What purpose is it?
well,
What are you producing with it?
a good chunk of it is just training future models, but a lot of it is because whenever I use AI, you use AI. Anyone uses AI. We're not doing well. You can run an LLM locally, but most of the time you're not running those LLMs locally. You're running them from those data centers,
Sure.
right? So you got to think, like, if everyone is using this new technology and corporations are using it, if all these different people are using it for different use cases, well, that's got to originate from somewhere. And
Yeah,
if you
but
don't have the chip that can run it,
right. No, I get that, but all I see them doing is running, stupid little videos. Just dumb nonsense.
well, I mean,
What
now
value is that?
I don't know how much compute this sort of stuff works with, but I mean, we saw stuff with like AlphaGo. Well, not AlphaGo, but it was Alpha Fold, and they're on like the second or third iteration of that. There are scientific purposes for that. There are mathematical purposes for that. There are physical or stuff in physics that they're trying to solve, and we're seeing some of the newest models coming out. Apparently now, granted, I don't really trust the PR department of
China?
Anthropic.
Yeah.
Well, Anthropic, but with their new models, they're claiming that they're finding bugs that have been in well-established software that we thought was relatively safe that can be very, very dangerous. And like this, so the LLM is finding novel problems and solutions, which kind of goes against the whole like, oh, it's just the next word predictor, right, kind of argument that we saw a lot more of a few years ago. But I think a lot of it's still training though, because you have a lot of major companies that are all just trying to have the most powerful model and be on top.
Well, all right then, because I know that's not what we're here to talk about, but give us a minute.
Yeah.
But therefore, my question would be this then: if we're training, all right, so what's the end goal? What does the fully trained eye? Of course, it's not AI, but that's what the word du jour. What
Yeah.
is the purpose then? We train it up. We're in that process now. We get a fully trained AI. Then what do we do?
Well, now granted the goals of different people are different, right? There's no
Oh,
universally agreed upon goal.
well aware of Thundaro's goals.
Yeah. Right. It's all Thundaro. He runs all of it.
He does.
You don't even know. It's the best op ever. But in a lot of ways, so there's some people who have the goal of, let's say, if you can create a mathematical model, right, that can do kind of what, let's say, AlphaFold did, but let's say do it on the level of an entire cell or an entire body of cells, right? Which would be insane. We cannot do that today.
No.
But if you had a model that was smart enough that could do it, you could essentially
Print people.
well, not print, well, that, but more of you could, the amount of like medical breakthroughs that you could find in an incredibly short period of time would be extraordinary.
Okay.
Right?
So let's mark
That's
it
one
down.
thing.
I'm writing it down right now. What is the date today? Today is the 13th for
Well-
me, so 12 for you. It's May
Mm.
12th. AI is going to make create a technological boom that will be better for man and heal us all and make us immortal. I wrote it down.
That's a goal. I'm not
uh-huh.
saying that I necessarily
Well,
think that is.
Do you think
yeah.
that any of that will happen?
I mean,
You do realize the bastards we're talking about, right?
that's true. I'm not saying that I think that these are good people. I'm just simply saying that the stated goals are thus. Right?
I get it. I think
because
we're just.
I
gonna
don't
get
think
more
you
porn.
need.
I think we're just getting more porn. That's my.
But I don't think you need the
we don't need
build out. You don't need the build out for just that, right? You don't need the build out for a surveillance state.
We already
You know,
have
you
that.
really.
That already exists.
Yeah, we already have that. You know,
We've had that on paper since 1973, probably a lot sooner than that, actually.
But the point is, like, you don't need the amount of compute that they're trying to build unless you are trying to do something that we genuinely are not capable of doing today.
Yeah.
Right? So what is that thing?
No, I understand all of this you're saying. But I just think maybe we should be saying bit sus. That's what the young people say, right? Thunder sus.
Yes, Thundaro. What do the young people say?
Yeah, that's it. He nailed it.
Okay. All right. Good.
I got it.
And then they've made up a bunch of words that aren't words, and they use those. And for some reason, they all of them, call each other bro. And I guess I'm old now, but that annoys me to no fucking end.
It does.
When
Annoy
I feel
me,
like
but
bro's been
Yeah.
around for a
it
while.
has been. But you know what bothers me more
Yeah.
than bro is fam.
Yeah, fam is
Oh,
Well,
obnoxious.
I don't mind if two bros call each other bro, right? That's fine. But you have these supposedly adult women calling each other bro, calling their boyfriends bro. Then you have the men calling the women bro. I'm like, no, enough.
It just used to be dude bros calling other dude bros bro.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Lady, should I etymologically interject?
No, you should not, because I know what you're going to say, and we don't need it.
Just to piss off Thundero, yes.
Anyway,
Would
lady,
you rather
how
we
you
just
doing?
think, dude?
I'm doing as good as I can do. How's that? Yay!
Wow.
I'm doing
Wow, that
my
was a
charity
mix
work.
of everything.
Wow.
I'm doing my charity work. I'm trying to get my truck repaired. I got some scratches on it. Got too close to a dumpster. It was not bad.
So you're like my wife then. All right.
What?
I don't think lady's Asian, so
Are we sure about that? I mean, have any of us actually seen her?
that's true.
she was
She could be
actually
Asian.
asked me not too long ago, lady. She was like, because she has scratches all over the left side of her car, which is the passenger side here in Japan, and she didn't know why. Why are all these scratches? And of course, every day I see her drive into her parking spot, and she scrapes the side of all the trees that are sitting right there, the branches, and puts in her spot.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
Uh-huh.
Chester, you married an Asian woman and are wondering why
Yes.
she can't drive?
I got mesquite trees that pretty much do the same thing.
I mean, the female of the species can't drive as a unit anyway. It's very, 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 very rare you can find one who can do a 180 turn with an e-brake.
Just, I want
Almost every man I've ever known can do
like
it, but I've never seen a female do it, not once. I've only ever seen 2 females in my entire life be able to parallel park.
What?
2, Chester. 1, 2. One of them is my sister, but that's only because she is so obstinate that she forced herself to learn, and the other one was a driving instructor. She was
Right.
showing everybody else how to do it.
Well,
That's it.
We had to force ourselves to learn it too.
Yeah.
It's not
No, I can do it. I can do it. Yes, but the ability and the desire, the commitment, if you will, to being a decent driver is not something that's in the female of our species. They're not drivers. They're passengers.
It's not that. It's the fact that a lot of towns will not put places to parallel park.
What?
Wait, but
I
that
kid you not.
that would be a universal problem between
one
men and
place in
women.
my hometown
Yes.
that there's a place to parallel park.
Yeah.
You know why that is? Is because women can't parallel park, so they took them all out.
Bite
Makes
me. It's
sense.
a parallel square where the, you know, you got
That's right. White her. Another
Listen,
male phrase. Interesting.
listen. Texans have their lights backwards. Chester, did you know this? Have you seen this? Have you ever driven in Texas?
Okay.
Their lights, their street lights are
We're having problem gathering
their street lights are a mess.
because you keep on talking bad about Texas. I'm gonna have to do something.
All right.
Exactly. Where do you
Fine,
do that?
fine.
Yeah,
They go the wrong way.
They do. That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Just to let Dragon know, that's another word, dude, which I use a lot, but we use it incorrectly because that's coming out of Yankee Doodle Dandy, actually. And it's talking about a foppish dandy, man who is lacking in manliness.
Look at this dude.
So this dude.
Yeah.
So it's actually an extremely negative word that we use positively. It's
That's
weird.
right.
It's very weird.
But the men decided we're just going to take that now, and
Yeah,
that's
I
ours, and that's
So
it. That's the end of
basically
it.
calling someone a dandy is what you're doing.
It's kind of like the word mob. The word mob used to be an insult to a group of people. It was
Sure.
it was a pejorative. Now it's just there's a mob over there.
Those are
Yeah,
kind of fun,
now it's not a big
I
deal.
kind of like flash mobs. But anyway,
Yeah,
thank
they're
you,
pretty
lady.
fun.
How about you, Thunder? What's up?
Well, I'm home alone. Well, besides my dog, my big old boy. The wife, like I said, off air is in Cincinnati for a business thing till tomorrow. So yeah, I'm hanging out, chilling. Chester, I had chicken and potatoes for dinner. I had one of the most American dinners you can have. I don't usually almost never do that, but I did tonight. Had a little chicken, a little potatoes, a little air fried potatoes. Everybody listen to this. If you ever want to cut out like 400 calories from every dinner you eat, air fry your food instead of frying it. Just air fry it. It tastes just as good. It's fine. You spray a little olive oil on there, a little olive oil spray, you're good. I promise you, you won't know the difference.
You want it
It's
creamy?
very good.
Never counted calories in my life. But however,
Well,
Thunder,
yeah, because you're a giant kaiju man.
okay. I don't know what that matters.
When you walk
but-
by, do people go, "It's Godzilla"?
I got you.
No, they usually say Gariba, Gulliver. The Japanese say Gulliver.
How do you know Gulliver? That's strange to
It
me.
is weird. The stuff they know is weird. Well, Thunder, I'm actually Sans wife this week as well. So I've been doing a lot more of my own cooking, which is good. I haven't really done a lot of that recently.
Does it taste better?
Shh.
What you say? As your unlicensed attorney.
No, my wife will straight tell you I'm the better cook. I just
well,
am. I'm just a better cook.
the difference is men will take time and focus on the recipe, and we're
Yes.
much slower than women. Women do it on a
Yes.
daily thing. They're super quick with it, and they provide wholesome nutrition. And my wife
They
is
also
always
get
a fair cook.
distracted
Well, maybe,
often because they're
but
doing other things at the same time. But whereas
yeah,
men, we have that singular focus thing about us
yeah,
where we
yeah,
can
yeah.
just like lock in, and that's what I do when I cook, and that's why it's delicious.
Yeah, but we're also a lot slower. But
Yes.
I mean that is what it is. We just kind of it's more of a kind of a focused hobby thing rather than a necessity, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, because I'm always looking to perfect recipes and do stuff like that. So I look at it more like a hobby than a duty, right?
Right.
So it's just different. But I mean, but to be fair, she's a fair cook anyway. Especially she's a real good baker. She's much better baker than I am, for sure. But
Nice.
because I hardly bake, I think is probably why. But no, I no comment, Thundero. But nevertheless, all right, we've all warmed up. We're 21 minutes in. We've said hi to everybody. Everybody's not here, but that's all right. That was the problem. But we do have a group of people here, which is a perfect number, actually. Oh,
Oh,
and a puppet
Hey!
showed in.
look at
Speak,
that! You summoned him from the depths,
speak
from the
of
abyss.
the
From
devil, and
customer service.
I was only saying about 80% bad things about you, Puffin. Only about
Yeah,
80%.
the other
Because now we
20% were
have a
great.
kaiju fight.
Now,
Yeah.
lady, on
only
the other
80%?
hand,
Why not 100%? Go big or go home.
Kaiju fight. Kaiju fight.
Well, that's
Kaiju
true. I
fight.
mean, because he's
Mhm.
Puff and I are the same height. That's right.
That's
But
right.
I
Same
have
weight.
I have a question, Chester, that I just remembered because I looked at the general chat. Do you know who these people are? I mean, I don't care if they're in the server. I just don't know who they are.
those are ladies' niece and nephew.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
I was just curious. I'm not mad or
who
anything.
are
Just
you
wondering.
people?
No,
What are
Who
you
are
doing
you?
here?
Who let you in here, huh?
Yeah,
Who
this
are
is
these
YouTube.
degenerates?
This is a private club.
Yeah. But no, she invited them if they wanted to come over here and try to do a game with us. And oh, yeah, sure, why not? Everyone's
Why
welcome.
not?
That's I've been saying that for years. But
Yep.
nevertheless, all right. So we got a bunch of people in here now, and the question is, the question on the table is, what do we do next? What do we got to do, right? And I left it like that. What a few weeks ago. I don't know how long it's been. A few weeks.
Mhm.
Um, and
Wow.
to just see what everyone would do. The only thing I have on the table is, of course, me making something, which is normal. But
Mhm.
Puffin did offer to run something, so okay,
Yes.
and that's all I got. So therefore, what's the consensus? What do we do now? I know Thundero is not going to be here because
Mhm.
he's has other things to
Sporadically,
do.
at best.
Sporadically, okay,
Yep.
and that's fine. You're of course welcome, very welcome, as is everybody.
Well, in the
But
fall, I'll be back
yeah,
when
yeah, yeah,
when there's
that's
nothing to
fine.
do at night in Ohio. I'll be back.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Fair enough. But so what's the consensus? What do we want to do? I'll just go around the table here and see what it is. Me, I'm open to whatever. I will run. You know I will. But I also
Mhm.
do enjoy playing as well on occasion. But that's
You're
kind of
fun when we play.
I'm
You're
what?
always fun. You're always fun when we play.
When I'm a PC, not a
When you're a
DM.
character, yeah, not the
Yeah, yeah,
DM,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
you suck as a DM. She's saying,
Yeah,
Chester.
well, there you
you
go.
suck. Get out of here.
There's one.
No,
Chester sucks. One. We got one. All right. All right.
I
So
will
I've
All
written.
in favor,
not
say
pass judgment.
yay.
I've written that down. So one. Chester sucks. Dragon. What do you want?
I'm fine to post pop and run it since you want to play.
I'll run. That's
Well, I
fine with
know you
me.
said you would, so I'm
Yep.
holding you to it. Um.
Oh, yes,
Uh.
100%.
So
I
there's
like this
one.
which game
It
of
depends on which game. Well,
Poppins.
we can decide to vote on that as well. But we got one Chester sucks and one Puffin. Nice. GOP, where are you marking yourself here on this current side by side we got? The Chester sucks
Well,
side or the Puffin side?
I'm going to actually take my own road here. I have this groundbreaking idea, okay?
Oh,
So, what if we all played a bunch of teenagers in the 90s, all right? And it's our last day of school.
oh
And
boy.
here's the twist of the game, okay?
Mhm.
we're all here to play, but you do everything, Chester. And we don't actually. Our decisions make no difference, and we'll call it mixtape.
That's so cringe.
Oh wait,
Yes, it is.
Don't forget, tugging each other has to be one of the major events.
That's true. And James Gunn is rolling in his grave. Oh wait.
Mhm.
Okay.
Still alive.
Not yet.
Okay, so
No,
basically,
I'm fine with Puffin running. I was just being.
Oh, okay.
I was
'cause
making
that
fun of a
was,
horrible.
That was a Chester vote, but now we move to Puffin vote. Okay, we got Puffin. All right. Lady, you already voted. Chester sucks. Thundero, Mr. Sporadic.
I
What
did
you got?
not say that.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Condero said that.
I heard.
You know, I changed my vote to Chester sucks. I'm in solidarity with Lady.
There we go.
I know Condero wants to get the conclusion of the last game with Chester. Chester needs a break from game mastering simply because he did like 22 weeks after Bill had abandoned us. Well, he didn't abandon us. He moved, but let's just say that. It feels like being abandoned.
You hear that, Bill? I don't know.
So I got a new
Don't send
category.
to
Bill
Hades.
sucks. All right, we got Bill sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, Bill sucks.
Lady changed her vote from Chester
Puffin has
sucks.
been working on I think some great games, developing them. They still need more development, and that means we need to go to work. So yeah, Chester then Puffin.
Okay, so Chester sucks. Puffin.
So Lady votes
No,
for
I
me.
didn't say that.
Just so we're clear, Lady votes for me, Chester, then Puffin. Okay.
No, I will finish the battle because
Chester asked
we all
me.
die. Okay, let's go. I can say we all die because he's a jam. Ops floor with us and our new game.
That's funny.
There are 31 million options. When
Yeah,
we play
Choose
different
two.
games, and I vote for all of them.
So what do you think, Thunder?
I think you guys can do what you need to do. And when I have the chance or the time or the inclination, if it's something I'm interested in, I'll make a character and have them, be around basically. When I am able to.
All right.
I would like to finish that campaign, but I'm not going to have time. So that'd have to be
Later.
later. Yeah, later, sometime this year.
It could be like a holiday special.
Well, the file is all there. I mean, it's not going anywhere. I have
Right.
takes up
I have a
half of this
presentation for
terabyte
everything
of
we've done.
drive.
All right. So basically, what the consensus I'm getting is Puffin will run until fall or winter. Okay, cool. So Puffin, what
Yes, sir.
options do you have for us since I have been thrown into the dustbin of history?
I mean,
By choice, mind you.
I see it more as like master and apprentice type thing. There can
I
only
will
be two.
fuck
but-
you. I will never bow my knee ever.
But he was the
No, I
master,
thought
he
of
was
you as the
apprentice.
emperor and I was the apprentice.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
You gotta watch.
Oh,
Daryl, you gotta watch when you come sideways like that.
You're
You gotta
Darth
keep your eyes
Vader.
on
We're
it.
trouble people. Help us.
I just
See,
like
there's the extra
Puffin's-
20%. There's the extra 20%.
Puffin's just like going up to just will you teach me? Fuck you.
GMP.
No,
only hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of options. There's the first one.
Uh-huh.
If you're interested, I've been running with a lady and her niece and nephew, and it's kind of like a zombie survival game, but they're not zombies. They're reconstructed. Long story short, basically aliens came to Earth, saw that Earth was basically killing themselves, wanted to help, so they gave Earth the gift. And what the gift is, it's a sentient force that whenever someone dies, people pass sexual maturity because it is sentient. It's a sentient force. It basically takes your healthy cells in the body. So say you have a gunshot wound through your head that kills you. It'll take like your fat cells, turn them into brain, blood, whatever, and you're back to life. But you're, weaker than you were before. And so this gift hits, and people realize there's less permanency in death, and so the old world is pretty much torn down because you have rebels, resurgence. The problem is When people revive, the original aliens had a hive mind. So whenever one of them dies and comes back, they can recreate the mind through each other, through the hive mind. Since humans don't have that, they come back as like 28 days later zombies and try to attack anything they can see.
Okay. So
And so they've been playing through that, you know,
Zombies with aliens.
reconstructed, because I use that term because they're not technically dead.
okay, I'm just using zombies.
Yeah, okay, zombies works.
So all right,
We
so
have
here we go.
we,
We got zombies. There we go. We got zombies.
we,
Okay, there's
we
one.
have Weird West. If you want to play a Weird Western, WYRD.
What do you mean by that?
So basically, what happens is there's a train that goes to a specific town on the border of Texas and New Mexico that is kind of trapped in a time paradox at the year 18, I believe
77 to
1877 to 1880. And once 1880 rolls around, the entire place is consumed with a temporal storm and goes back to 1877. And most of the people inside have their memory wiped. So the party that's there, which is Dragon Lady and her niece and nephew, are from the normal world going back there to try to gain like resources, like Lady's trying to get seeds and plants that may be extinct or altered by genetics in our modern day so that we can have healthier food. Dragon is from a different reality, different type of human. He's coming back to help his father, who's a doctor there. And the niece and nephew are bounty hunters who just really love the Old West. One of the effects is anything from the modern day that wouldn't exist back then. So if you bring like a machine gun, it just rusts. If you bring like plastics, it turns into oil, things like that.
Okay.
Question.
There
Can
are,
I
yes.
be a delusional prospector with
Yes,
Train's obsession with explosives?
you can.
Okay.
There's also other like, because the train tracks to this place, intersect. It's a weird west, multiple dimensions. So there's a lot of different things besides humans that show up here to do business, to cause trouble, to do all kinds of things.
Okay. Just so everyone knows, that is the runic symbol, well, the Celtic knot symbol for weird, which in English would simply be the word fate.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
See, he gave us an education today.
And he gave me a logo.
Always the teacher.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to help. So, alrighty. So we have time traveling fate. We have zombies. What else we got?
We also have Wushu Warriors, which is basically like.
Oh, okay. Don't even. Okay, next.
And then we could play High Fantasy,
Okay.
the one that you said I should work on, and the modified.
Oh yeah, how's that coming?
It's going pretty well. GOP seems to like it.
I get to mix and match a lot of different skills, which I like having a lot of variety.
He's been doing lots of naughty things.
That's the one where I actually liked the skill system, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes, it
That's the
was.
one.
I thought that was good. Yeah. All right, so we got ourselves three choices here. We have ourselves zombies. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We have the weird.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Stop doing that. You're being a pain in my
It's
butt.
being weird.
Oh.
Well, that's not really where the word comes from, but okay, fine.
I know. I'm just puns, man. Puns.
That gets your character killed, GOP.
I know. Like at least like 3 of them, maybe more in the past. I don't remember, but
And then we have the same system he ran before, with really good skills. I actually like that skill system quite a bit. Cause that's the first thing you've done I thought was unique. I mean, a lot of people put out game systems that aren't unique, but they have interesting stories and whatever, they're successful or not. But we don't see a lot of uniqueness, and that was unique and something different, and that's why I said you should run with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a cool idea. Nevertheless, all right. Well, I'll just go around the board here, I guess, and ask what everyone wants. We have As I've said before, I'll just do it normally. So, Dragon, we have zombies, we have time traveling, fate thing, and we have his system we've already run in. I think you played in that one as well, didn't you?
Yes, that's
Yes,
the one where everyone decides to mess with my Kyoto by making him the father of a country.
Mm-hmm.
quite literally. I had nothing to do with that, by the way.
Well, let's be
But
fair,
I
lady.
did.
Normally, you're spending your time being naked somewhere. So,
Only time
So
with
you probably
George.
would have something to do with that.
that's true. That's true.
Sorry.
Dragon, which is your vote? Zombies, weird, or fantasy?
First choice would be weird. Second choice would be high fantasy.
Okay, GOP.
Well, which version are we playing? Because we're doing the beta on Fridays
You mean on Thursdays?
or Thursdays. Yeah.
We could let's see here. Hold on
Do
one
you want
second.
to try
GP.
the gamma, or do you want to stick with the beta?
Hold on a second. Let me huddle real fast.
I have no idea what they're talking about, Thundero.
He's got a. It's the version we're playing is a revised version, so it's not the exact same as the one we played.
Oh, that's fine.
Previous.
I said you should clean it up
Yeah.
and make it tighter. I said that. But this is kind of how it is being a father, Thundero, just so you know. You're always the last to know anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you pay for everything, you manage and direct everything, but you never know anything. That's how they
You
are.
don't need to know.
That's how they are.
Yeah.
Well, he has been working on a lot on this stuff for a while.
Well, that's
And we've
good.
been.
Your Chester, your job is not to know things; it's to make decisions.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
why
it
don't-
would be nice if the day before something was going to happen, they say we're going here, and I was like, huh? And they say, we told you. Lies. Lies.
Damn lies and statistics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I would say that we would either play the original High Fantasy or the beta because the gamma's not ready yet.
okay, well, we could just do the beta then. That's
All right,
fine.
we'll do that then. Do the cleaned up one.
So we have weird, one vote for weird, and one vote for high fantasy. Lady.
Zombie.
I love it.
All right. Thundero, even though you won't be here as much, you can certainly pop
You
in
get a
on
vote.
whatever we're doing. What do you want?
Just remember who voted for you.
I vote zombie. I think I've done a lot of fantasy stuff lately.
All right. So what's my vote? We got 1 for each and 2 for zombie.
Of course,
and Puffin, of course, doesn't get a vote,
gets-
so that's fine.
Why not?
Because shut up. All right. So, the weird thing I'm not interested in. The fantasy
That's
thing,
fine.
I do want to see how you're upgrading it, but I also would rather see whatever the gamma is when it's done. And when you said zombie, the first thing came in my head is, oh God, I'm so sick and tired of zombie, because board games and
Mhm.
video game and movies. Oh my God, it's just this inundation of 20 years. But then I stopped and I thought, yeah, but I've never actually played a zombie game.
An RPG zombie game,
No,
anyway.
I never have. I mean, generally, culturally, we're all sick and tired of zombies. Fair enough. But I've actually never played a zombie game. I've played pretty much everything else. Now, I'm assuming I'm not the zombie, right?
No, you're not
Oh,
the
okay.
zombie.
Yeah. I vote zombie. I've just never done it before. I vote zombie. Yeah. Although I
Okay.
do want to see what you're up to with that fantasy thing when you get your gamma iteration fully up and running. Though I do want to see that.
Yes, sir.
Because I thought it was pretty cool. But I vote zombie, so we got 3 for zombie. I guess there we go. Therefore, tell us a little bit more about the zombie, please. Get into a little more detail with that, and
All right.
maybe go back to the beginning because I really wasn't paying attention.
Okay. At the beginning, this would be a generic future, so it's right around maybe pick your year 2030, maybe 2033. The world is visited by the Ixal, which that's XKL. That's how you spell it. They are a hive species, much more advanced than humans. They have a hive mind mental link between them. They come to Earth and they see that humans are dying of plague, of hunger, we're killing each other,
So
and we are
normal
just
Tuesday. Okay. Gotcha.
yeah,
Ah.
normal Tuesday. We are a less developed species, so they try to help. They first they start with providing us with resources through different species. That didn't work. The next thing, they gave us a deterrent weapon. We didn't know what it was. We turned it on. It caused problems with the Earth. They undid a lot of those. But the final thing that they did was they gave us the gift. And what the gift is a sentient force that is in the planet. We're not sure if it's an AI, if it responds to the Ixal, really what it is. But whenever someone dies, a human that has that's past sexual maturity, they will revive in a flash of light. Scientists believe what actually happens is that the gift instantaneously breaks us down into light energy and then reconstructs us, basically taking injured cells, doing away with it. So if you get like part of your face blown off that would kill you, that stuff is discarded and it takes like fat cells, maybe muscle, maybe a little bit of bone cells, turns that into what it needs to be, and you're back. The problem is this gift was designed for the Ixal themselves, which are a hive mind, so they basically have each other's consciousness in their heads. So when they come back, they're good. They're just a little weaker. They have to build back up. But humans don't have a hive mind. So their brain comes back just basic. Feed and reproduce. And they learn very quickly that humans become ferals. We are just feral. We attack anything that's like us indiscriminately. Even when humans regain their minds, they become sociopathic. These are called Tier 2 ferals, where they have their old world skills, but a complete focus on self-survival. They will interact with other ferals just because it helps them become more powerful. They just are devoid of empathy.
So idiot aliens fucked us over. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, to a point. And then sometimes the gift can activate too much, and it causes humans to mutate into ghouls, which are kind of like tyrants from Resident Evil. It's bad news, but they're very few and far between. And there's also freaks, and what freaks are is scientists realize, hey, the gift brings people back to life. So they started gene splicing teenagers, 16, 17, that are past puberty with different animal DNAs to make super soldiers, and when the procedure killed them, the gift would reconstruct them into a stable organism.
Okay, I see. So then my question is this: what is our part?
You are survivors in this world. You are people that have made it past, you're in year 4. After the 3 years, after things have basically broken down into individual either confederacies or whatever you want to call it. Right now, where Lady's playing with her niece and nephew, they are working for an old mob boss.
So it's
in
dystopian. Okay.
It's dystopian.
Okay.
And so you have like the remnants, the original 13 colonies are all that's left of the United States. They're called the Confederacy.
You're just kicking people in the balls, are you? All right.
I am. And the inner part of the United States is, when you read the document, you'll find out what happened to that. But Ohio, Missouri, places like that, they're just their own individual collectorates around cities. And then they nuked Texas, and the rest of the world didn't fare much better.
What are the okay? It's this dystopian. We're survivors. What are these gifted doing? What are they doing? Are they just simply eating people and it's literally like a zombie plague, or is it something else?
They are going through, they basically drive off any human around where they are, and they are breeding, which make runners, which are basically like, I guess, proto-humans, because their IQ is basically capped at like 50. They have, more animalistic traits to help them survive. And if, you're a normal human, they see you as an enemy.
So it's a genocidal act. So
Yeah.
The gifted are basically trying to genocide humanity, and you're a survivor. Okay,
Right.
I got it.
Um,
Any
now,
other
the cool
questions?
thing is, oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
There is a skill called the weird skill in the list of skills, which means that you as a person communed with the gift itself in life. And if you have dots in that skill, when your character dies, you revive, but you keep your mind X times equal to the dots that's in the skill.
I see. So, are you using the White Wolf system, or?
I'm using dots like White Wolf does, but I'm using a D6 and a D10.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's a modified White Wolf. All right.
Yep.
Cool. Any other questions,
I'm
anybody?
I'm just curious, like, because you mentioned it's a dystopian game, and I'm like, I wonder why they haven't made any, utopian zombie games. That's
Where
We're
everyone
living
lives
in
on
one.
free with are
Yep.
zombies.
everyone is. Let's just hold hands and let's all be friends. And we just hug the zombies. They'll stop attacking us and realize we have more in common. And then everyone dies.
And
Mhm.
we're just normal humans, though.
Right.
Yeah, and we're not part of some military resistance. We're just simply humans trying to survive. That's it.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
Trying to make it. And now, one thing I explained to Lady is that the ferals only constitute like 20% of any population. The main danger are humans that realize that aren't living under any kind of specific law. Only the warlords of different areas. So you have just as much danger from one of these ferals trying to attack you as you do, like going down the street and getting shot by a sniper who wants your backpack.
Yeah, well, thus dystopian. Yeah, I get that. Cool. Any other questions? All right.
GOP?
I was just gonna say, can I play as Dolores O'Riordan?
No,
No.
no.
Oh,
No.
okay. I can't just randomly just go zombie
No.
every
No,
time there's a
you can't.
zombie.
No,
No,
No.
I can't.
No.
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 I have hinted at my ability to reach through the internet and strangle people before. Uh,
Well, I mean, if that were
Okay.
true, I would have been dead years ago.
that is true.
True.
That is true.
Sure.
That's true.
Now you can't say it. It's just every time you do, you lose a HP.
That's true.
That might be
Well,
worth it.
Chester, remember, strangulation does not necessarily end in death. You can just choke them for a second, like Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Until they
Brain.
pass out.
That's true. Brain death is also an option. But
Yeah, I'm way ahead of you there.
so okay, cool.
The great part of this game that I like is that the experience system.
Oh, really?
With 50
White Wolf?
points, the one
No,
in the he's
Yeah,
using
the one in the zombie game that I made.
Oh, I see.
every 50 points you can get a background development, which means you can pull something from a background from whatever you created your character.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I
those
used
are
to work
cool
at a
ideas.
body shop where I did, what was that stuff they fill in?
You had one where you, like, I think you worked with. Didn't you say that you worked on a farm, and because of that, you knew how to do like work with horses and do these things, even though you didn't
Oh yeah,
build your
yeah.
character to do that? Because you reached 50 XP, you don't spend the XP when that happens. Just for reaching 50 XP, you get
Right.
that background point. She said, "Oh, I worked on a farm, so I know how to handle horses," and now she has a pet horse.
Oh, okay. So therefore, and who all's going to play it? Me, GOP, Lady, Dragon. Are you going to play? Dragon, who is muted.
Probably got noise in the house.
Yes, I'm going to play.
Okay, we got Dragon, and
Wait.
Pandero will pop in here or there. But
Yeah.
honestly, in that kind of environment, that's pretty easy to have a pop in and out character.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
The fantasy one and the would be the most difficult for that. So all right, so everybody here, maybe we'll have niece and nephew join us as well. Do you have a limit on number, Puffin?
Nope. No limit. I just do it like I do in my Stain Files game, where I go to one person, what you doing? Go to next person, what you doing? Next person, what you doing?
Okay, cool.
So everyone gets a turn.
Right. No, that sounds fine. All right. So obviously, we're going to be together somehow, which you'll have to run
Yes.
in the first adventure, of course. But does with knowing what we have, anybody have any idea what kind of character they want to play other than GOP?
Darn it. You knew I was going to jump in.
Okay, GOP, go.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know the prospector. It could work. It might not. It'd be a little weird in this particular instance. But I do know that whoever I'm going to play is going to be certifiably insane.
God.
Because yeah, right. A shocker for me.
If you weren't going to do that anymore.
Oh, GOP. I posted the game document in RPG channel.
I gave no promises, lady. Um,
Yes, you did. You don't want to remember because you're psychopathic.
oh, yeah, that's true. Well, I don't know.
Okay,
It depends on like other classes. Like,
No.
Nope.
there's no
I mean, you
classes.
kind of build what you are based on, hey, I reached 50 XP. I want to have this be a part of who I was before all this happened.
I guess I would have to see what my options are.
Well, I posted the document in RPG in this channel.
Mm-hmm.
D&D
Well,
stuff.
I am looking at it now, so there you go. I am sharing
All right.
it. Yeah.
Yep, it is an alpha. I got the stuff together so Lady and her niece and nephew could play. But I'm expanding it all the time. Except when I go to Argentina this weekend.
Okay. Let's see here. So using a modified dice system, experience, we got skills and stats. All right, pretty straightforward. Looting. All right. All righty. I get it. So it's truly so this is kind of it's almost Gamma World esque,
Yes,
which I'm cool
I
with.
don't remember.
I love Gamma World.
What?
Man. That's one of my favorite. Um, all right. So we have factions. We have Mafia. We got the Hidden Beasts. Um, and that's it. So
You
this is
have
a pretty
the
short document. Okay.
they're interacting with the cartel, the gangbangers, the mafia. Then the hidden beasts are other creatures besides just ferals you can run into.
I see.
Due to like the aliens coming down and some of their dogs got off their leash.
I
Is the
see.
best way to
Of
describe it.
course.
Oh, no.
Alrighty. So, huh. What
Hey,
do you?
just for fun, do you want to see where my document at this point?
No.
Yeah,
No.
sure.
No.
Go ahead and show us.
Open this up.
So I don't know. What should I do? What do you think, Dragon? What do you think you want to play?
In the other, when he played with us, because he played in the zombie game with us a little bit. When he did play for a joke character, he made a furry in a full fursuit.
Of course he did. Yeah.
Okay, I shared it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna just screen share here. All right.
Oh, you thought I was going to screen?
You don't want to see
99
what's on his
pages.
screen.
Crusader Punk Core Rules. This is what you guys are calling it, huh?
Well, this is my working name, Crusader Punk.
Mhm.
It's just the rule book.
This is your game or his game?
No, this one's mine. I was just going to show you what I had.
Dude, you
Yep,
you're quite along. You're quite far along here.
Yep.
I'm
That's
happy
really
with
far
it.
along, dude. You're killing it, man.
Yeah,
He's got 150. This is already a publishable PDF.
indeed.
Well, I still don't have enemies. I have to rework a lot of the like Crusader factions and the items, but
We've been talking over it a lot.
Well, he's quite far along. You know,
Yeah, it looks really
Yeah.
good.
it does look
Super
good.
proud
I
of
have
it.
been putting a ton of work into this thing.
He
That's
has.
awesome, dude. Yeah.
That's how you stay awesome.
I think so.
But yeah.
So GOP is going to play a madman.
Yep.
Dragon is going to play a man in a bunny suit. Great. Thundero.
He's gonna play like a real world furry.
He's not
That
going to
would
be
be
in a
cool.
bunny
He's
suit.
in a costume, guys. You just
That'd be
never
cool.
see his
What
face.
do you go? What do you got to play? What do you got to play, Dragon?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I would
Let's see,
love
what do
for
I
you,
want?
Dragon. I would love for you to be GOP's handler. Like he plays like some kind of crazy guy, but you're the straight guy. It's like, whoa, no. We don't do that. It's okay.
So
I know what I
like
want to do.
of mice and men. Nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Okay.
pick sports and be like an old like football player with a head injury.
Oh,
And I think it's like I think I'm in a game, you know. So when I'm like fighting zombies or whatever, I think I'm in a football game.
Okay. Thundera, you do see
All right,
why
but you
I
have to be
always
called
throw a heavy
Flash.
object at them and tell them no all the time. You understand now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, so are you going to be his handler then?
No, I'm
No.
not gonna. No.
You have played that role in the past,
have,
when I was playing Bull.
I have.
Yeah.
Yes. But I shan't be doing it this time. Yes. But Thundera, you'll have a popping in and out character, so you'll have to have a character that makes sense with that. So you'll
Yep.
have to think about that. Me,
Where's the sheet at? Where's the whatever at?
It's in the. There's not much to it. It's basically a modified White Wolf, which is fine. It's in the D&D stuff. But I don't know. I guess I usually play whatever it is you need. The DM needs. But the first thing that came to my head was maybe a mechanic.
Sounds good.
Is that useful in this game or just stupid?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's very useful because
Mechanic
with
work.
cars and generators, going down, like major infrastructure kind of fell apart because all government funding fell apart. So if you know how to make steam power, solar power, or just biodiesel, very useful.
Okay, so I guess GOP, I'll have to play a mechanic named Desiree. Zombie.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
How many times did he say zombie?
So all right, I'm going to play mechanic. You're playing a madman football player, which means you're going to be a frontline fighter, which is fine. Actually, you don't do that a lot. That's kind of interesting seeing GOP as the front tank. So okay, we got our tank, we got our support in me, I guess. However that works out in game. And Dragon, what are you going to do?
Let's see.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think
I will be the rich guy.
the rich
A
guy.
what? So you know how to do nothing then? Expect people to
I mean, it makes sense in some, but like, well, I don't. How does trade work in this world?
So if you look down at currency, what they
Bolts, I
use:
saw. Yeah.
nails, washers, small screws, big screws, lug nuts, and bearings are the currency.
So he's just carrying
Well, I was-
around a huge sack of lug nuts.
Yes, because I was actually the Doomsday Prepper. Like, I was right. You called me crazy.
He's got the whole thing done.
I don't know how useful that'll be, Dragon. And Lady, what do you want to play?
I'm going to play a surgical nurse.
Okay. So you'll be
That's
the
very useful.
healer. Is there any healing in this
Fine.
game whatsoever?
Yes, so the way the damage system works in this is there's everybody has a basic defense rating, and depending how well you defend yourself, it fluctuates. If you're hit, like armor lets you, like forces the attacker to re-roll their hit, but if you're, 2 times in a row, if, having armor, sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied, you take a wound, and you circle one of your way we're doing it, you circle one of your stat points because that's where you got wounded. So if you choose like might, that means you lose that point, so that affects the maximum you can roll. But also it's like, oh, I got hit in the arm, or oh, I got hit in the chest, in the muscle. If you choose, like, say, scavenging or resources, you get hit in the gut. If you choose wits, you got hit in the head, etc. So there's a little bit of role play of what stat you choose to lose. Healing comes in that you can apply medical attention, and if you successfully apply it, that wound comes back after you rest instead of the normal 2 days to a week it takes to recover.
So, lady is the Churgeon. I got it. Okay.
Yep.
That's cool. We need one of those. All right. So I'm over here looking at your Feral Game PDF. I am
Cool.
on the basics area. It says dots in a stat improve your max roll. Please
Mhm.
explain this.
Okay, so the the maximum that you can roll with 0 dots is 40. If you
How
have
would
one
I
dot,
roll 40? How would I do that though?
so you roll your d6 and your d10. The d6 is the tens place, and the d10 is the ones place. If you roll a 6, that's counts as a 0.
0.
So, if I roll like a 5 and a 9, that's the highest I can get, which is 59. But I'll get to that in a second. Just as
So
an
6 equals 0.
yeah, 6 is the
Well,
0
that
because
sucks.
I'm sorry.
You don't want to roll super high. You want to roll almost high. Not like
Almost
you want to roll
high.
higher, but
Yeah.
not completely.
All right. Anyway, I'm listening. Continue. So
Okay.
the
So
best I can roll is 59. Okay.
the best you can roll is 59 if you have 4
And then
dots.
how are
If
we
you have
modifying this? How are we mitigating this?
Okay, so how it's mitigated, if you have 0 dots in a stat, the highest you can roll is a 40. If you have 1 dot, 45, 2 dots, 50, 3 dots, 55, and when you're at max stat dots, you get 59. If you roll over when you don't have the dots for it, your roll becomes 30. So you're not super penalized, it's not like you missed, but you just kind of get middle of the road result. So it's kind of like a pass. And that
So, wow, that is super restrictive. Okay. So, okay. So, what others? How do skills and stats mitigate this then? So
Okay, so
stats
what
are going to
happened?
be my dots. So the more dots, the more I can take my whatever I roll. So we're not
Yep,
modifying the dice at all with that. We're
the skills
penalizing
modify
the
the
dice.
dice.
So how do the skills do that?
So you get your 3 skill dots, and at any particular time in a scene. So after a particular scene, you can always you can get it back. You can spend your or flex your skill, whatever you want to call it,
Uh-huh.
to get plus 10 to the roll. And that's after you roll. So if it would be knocked down, you can still get a 40. You can still get 45. Whatever, because it's after the roll. You just give
I
plus
see.
10.
Okay.
So you want to diversify your skills so that you can get plus 10. And like I said, it's only for the scene. So if your scene is breaking into the house, oh, we're now in the house, it's a new scene, all my
Okay.
skill uses come back.
So we get 3 skill uses for each scene, and those skills must be applied to skills I have, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. So therefore,
hmm
how is this roll being applied? Let's say I roll too high instead of my perfect middle, and I get
hmm
I have to take a 30. So how
Right.
is that applying to the situation, though? Like,
So
is there a a difficulty system, or what's the?
yes, there's a difficulty system. Um, Basic difficulty, like something easy, is a difficulty of 15. Then something like a little bit more difficult is a 20. Then something moderate, 25. And then something very difficult would be like 35, and incredibly difficult, maybe 50.
I see. Okay, so it is a difficulty rated system. We have
Mhm.
our statistics, which apply, as you said. We have skills, but those skills can only be used three at a time in a scene, which that's fine.
Scene.
Yeah, that's fine. It's
Mhm.
interesting, actually. And then what other statistics do we have involved in character creation?
Then you have like what type of gear that you have, and a lot of that I was really open, just like what if you have an idea of your character, what you want them to have, like you have football gear, or you were a soldier, you have a bulletproof vest, things like that. That's generally okay. Just come to me with what type of stuff that you would
Sure.
want.
Okay, so we have experience here, but that's after the fact. These are the limit of skills: so subterfuge, gunplay, survival, technical, driving, martial, diplomacy, science, weird, and sports. And let me see, where is the character creation aspect? How do I go about that?
Okay, so the character creation aspect, what you're going to do is, excuse me. Let me see here. I have to just put in. Uh, all right. So, what you're going to do when you create your character, first you're going to come up with, I want to be Chester the mechanic, right?
Right, sure. Yeah.
So you have 3 dots to put in your stats. So you look at your stats, which is might, quickness, resource, wit, and scavenging, and you choose one of those to have 3, or one of them to have 2, and another one to have 1, or 3 different ones to have 1 dot.
Okay, so I basically have to choose my main stat, my secondary stat, and my tertiary stat.
Well, yeah, it's 3 points to distribute as you want. So you could have 1 in might, 1 in quickness, 1 in resource, or you could have 2 in resource, 1 in quickness,
Oh, I
0 in
see.
wit.
So it's just 3 points. Okay.
Yeah,
So
there's 3 dots.
0 is the flat human rate. I
Yeah,
see.
it's the flat average of
And
humans.
with these dots, it increases your ability to roll higher. So what you're doing is unlocking potential. Okay.
Right.
So for my character, obviously it would be wit and scavenging would be most important to me, I guess.
Yes, and
Um,
so the difference between scavenging and a resource roll is scavenging is like searching or manipulating in a place that you can't control, and resource is organizing or manipulating resources in a place that you can control. So in your workshop, you'd want resource. If you're out trying to survive, scavenging.
I see. And so quickness and might. All right, so we need to build up XP real quick to try to open ourselves up. I get it. And all
Mhm,
right, so I got 3 stats to throw in, and of course, Dragon is going to put everything into resource. Sweet. Um,
mhm,
and GOP is going to put everything into might. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
So I guess I'll take wit, scavenging, and resources would be my smart move, right, for my character.
mhm.
So I have no combat ability whatsoever. Okay.
I mean, you can still shoot a gun.
Obviously, but I'm not geared toward combat, which would make sense. So therefore, so that's easy. And what about skills? How do we gather those?
So skills, you start with 3 dots to put just like you would in stats. Um, every 75 XP that you get a skill point a skill dot you can put in there.
I see. So the XP is meant to increase stats, and as an aside, we gain skill points as we go. All right,
Um,
pretty simple.
stats are gained. Um, stats are gained by defeating bosses. You gain a stat point whenever you beat a boss. You don't have to get XP for it. You could just go out and all of you jump a boss, kill it, and each one of you gets a stat point.
Hey, you
Okay.
see that guy over there? Let's kill him.
You see that monster over there causing lots of problems? We beat it. We
All
get a
right.
stat point.
Now, all right. So let me look at this here. XP. Every 50x per experience points is a plot point. What is that?
You can insert your backstory into the main story with approval to make the game easier, harder, or more interesting. Often, this can justify the acquisitions of items otherwise out of your reach.
Okay.
So, if Chester the mechanic reaches 50 XP, which is maybe like 2 or 3 sessions, when we have such a big group, then you would be able to say, "I worked at Area 51 and I have this code. If we get there, I can get inside the door."
And I burn 50 experience points to get that.
No, you keep the 50 XP. It's just when you reach there, you get a point. You don't have to spend anything.
I see. So this is like leveling in D&D. Okay.
hmm And when
Um.
you reach 75 XP, that's when you spend it.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
And that way, when you get back to 50 XP, you get another plot point, and then the cycle continues.
So is the used plot point permanent?
Yes. So,
Okay. Okay.
um,
All right.
I just figured out.
You can learn three. You can make 3 learning rolls per session. And if you succeed, you gain 5 experience points. You gain 1 stat dot when you defeat a boss. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, GOP.
Oh no, I'm just saying my team is going to be the Fighting Possums.
All right, Thundero,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to need you to deal with this. Thank you. All right. All right. So just so I know, these skills here, these 10 skills, that's it. There is nothing beyond this. Okay.
Not right now.
And not right
We
now. And the asterisk is denoting a training required, I'm assuming.
it's a special thing. Like with science, you choose what science you're good at, like geology, astronomy, chemistry. You just have like science dash chemistry, science dash
So I would
medical,
That's
take
whatever.
science
that's where I
engineering.
put my medical at.
I see. So I would take science engineering. I get you. And
Or
what does
technical.
and or technical? What's the difference between science engineering and technical?
So the difference is that technical skills are kind of the what just spaced on the word. What is it? The administrative. Like technical skills is kind of like administrative skill, but
So
you
I
can
don't
do
need any
some.
of that. Okay, I
No.
get you. All right. Um,
And then
weird.
I told you about weird. Whenever if your character dies and you have a point in weird, you basically circle it. You know it's used up, but your character revives from the gift, but is not feral. You're still yourself.
Okay. Okay. So I would definitely I would take science engineering. Don't need technical. Um, survival, I guess, and I don't know, gunplay maybe, just to at
Mm-hmm.
least have something martial. Um,
Yep.
so I guess I would take science engineering, survival, and gunplay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's it, and there's nothing more to character creation. That's all.
Yep, then you just get your gear. You just approve your gear, and I'm adding weapons and armor and stuff, so don't worry about it. I'll just tell you its stats.
Oh, okay. Uh, yep. Alrighty then. I'm going to be the Iron Man of Feral, of the Feral world. All right, sweet.
Good.
There we go. All right. Just call me. I guess my name will have to be Tony Start.
That works.
All right.
Tony Starch.
Tony Starch, maybe even better. I feel like we're almost playing the Heroes of Hoboken, which I'm all right with.
I love the idea of Tony Starch being a mix between Iron Man and the floating fat guy from Dune.
Oh yeah. Sure, why not? Yeah. You're not going to get me to play a fatty, buddy. Right? I'm going to get some more coffee, so you guys talk about what you want to do. My character's already made. Done. Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Done.
Next.
Everyone's
next?
like quiet.
Hey, not everybody at once, all right? Slow down,
Uh-huh.
guys.
Sorry. I'm just thinking about my team. Should I go with the Gooberton Fighting Possums or the Bald Knob? I want to go off of actual town names, and these are apparently some pretty good ones. The Bald Knob Fighting Possums. What do you think?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then we're going to be up against the Gooberton High Goobers.
The High Goobers, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. The High Goobers are here. They're queer. They're proud of it.
Yeah. Well, no, because I'm just my character is going to be every time he's like fighting zombies or anything, he always just imagines they're the rival team. In his head, it's the Gooberton High Goobers.
I like it.
Yeah.
So, what's your character going to be?
I'm going to be the frontline fighter essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like, do you have a backstory or anything?
Yeah. So he was the high school football star, and he was in the championship game, and he got a traumatic head injury. So it's kind of like, the start of 28 Days Later, where the guy wakes up in the hospital, and it's like, oh, zombie apocalypse, kind of thing. It's like that, but with brain damage.
Nice.
So he kind of woke up in a similar situation. There's no one around, but he still thinks that he's in high school and all the zombies
Yep.
are the rival team.
I like it. That's very sexual. I like it. I think my character, if I do pop in and play with you guys, I'm gonna make a pro wrestler.
Nice.
He's a former pro wrestler, luchador. In fact, he still wears the mask because why not? Because that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's a former luchador, so he's gonna be real agile, zipping around. That's what I'm gonna make. What should his luchador name be? GOP, come on, you're in Arizona. Hit me up.
I have to think of something because everything is just too generic. That's like coming to my head.
Mm.
Oh, La Churro.
He's out of shape. He's seen better days.
He's got a little bit of a beer belly. He's like,
Churro was meant to be like an insult to him, but he like took the name on. Then and like he's gonna claim
he owned it.
himself.
He decided to own it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make him an American pretending to be Mexican.
Yes.
You see,
Yeah.
that's him.
Perfect.
La Churro.
Right now in one of the biggest Mexican promotions, the one that WWE owns, their biggest star is a German guy playing an American, playing a Mexican. So figure that out.
I'm a dude disguised as a dude playing another dude.
Playing another dude.
I love it.
Would it be La Churro or El Churro?
How realistic is the system we're doing here? Like what's my realism level? How ridiculous can I make this guy be? Is my question.
Well, so we try to keep it pretty realistic in terms of like the most unrealistic thing are of course the Ixal, having advanced alien technology, but that's space magic. And then you have basically the tyrants, kind of like Mr. X, that'll punch through a wall and do things like that. But for normal people, it's pretty much, if you can justify that, you jumped off a building, landed on a guy, and you get back up, run it.
Right?
So, which is technically possible, but, if
I
you
like that. You read my mind, because I'm coming off the top ropes. Off the top of these buildings.
Nice. So the Ixal are the aliens that gave everyone the gift and turned them into zombies.
Well,
They didn't
when you
know it was
die,
gonna
you
be
come back
zombies.
as a feral.
Okay, you come back as a feral, but do they call it giving them the ick?
Oh, it's a gift.
Make a new character. Your character died mysteriously.
Suddenly he's dead. It was amazing.
Right? Oh no, it's actually a person who got injured in the same game, but from the Gooberton High Goobers, and it's just the other guy in reverse. They actually ran into each other, and they both had the same head injury.
That's right. It was a Freaky Friday situation.
Right,
He got his memories. They swapped memories.
Okay, so my Kyoto is actually wearing a mascot suit.
Another mask.
He's a
that.
He's not
mascot
fully-
of the football team that the guy had head injury.
No.
And the guy with the head injury thinks he's real. He's like, this is a real, whatever the team is. Like the gopher, this is a real gopher. He's just big and tall and talks to me. He's his friend.
Well, if it was because we're the fighting possums, so he would
So it's
have to,
I love it.
if you wanted to go that route.
His big move can be play dead. Like a possum.
It's whatever you want, but that's I'm going with the fighting possums. Unless you can come up with something funnier. I like the fighting possums.
Well, first of all, it's not possum; it's opossum.
No. Nope.
Yeah.
Get that British shit out of here. It's a possum.
It's opossum.
I have one in my garage right now. He lives in there. He's living there his whole life. I let him stay in there because he keeps other pests away. Possums are friends, folks. They're ugly. They're hideous as the day is long, but they're friends. They don't bite. They don't scratch. They don't carry diseases. They eat bugs and ticks and everything else. Be nice to possums. They're
Do you
good times.
think the
Raccoons,
people of
you need to get rid of. Them little shits out of here.
the citizens of the town of Bald Knob, do you think they care if it's possum or opossum?
Okay, now hold on a second. Puffin, why are you letting GOP name shit?
No, this is an actual name of a town. I looked it up.
Of course,
I looked up
Yeah, but
you
remember, this is
ridiculous
a
names of
knob. Of course, you
Look,
did.
Bald. Yes, it's in my search history. A high school wasn't the first thing that came up, but it was there.
That's what Safe Search is for. But anyways, this is a different dimension to ours, so things may not be the same.
Sure, of course.
But if you think you...
No, go ahead.
If your delusion is that you work for a bald knob instead of, Dave Bob or whatever,
Yeah.
that's on you.
Yeah, that's true. So you said it's the year 2035. Okay.
Mhm.
And where are we? We're in the town of Bald Knob. All right, fine.
No.
I said I'm actually going to have you be in northern Texas.
Oh, perfect.
But I thought you said Texas got nuked.
It did. That you're on the
heart of
border of
Texas
the atomic
got nuked.
wasteland.
Nice.
The heart of Texas got nuked. So Brady, Texas got nuked.
Nice.
But he meant
Yeah.
Austin.
He meant Austin.
So you are
Well, that's
pretty
where
much...
I got hit, to be fair.
That's basically what they were thinking. They're like, you know what? Texas has all these different things. Whenever like the bad stuff started happening, the rebels came in. They were using Texas as their fortress. They were actually weaponizing their soldiers. They'd send them out, have them get shot. They'd come back nearly immediately as ferals, rush the lines, and they were just gaining territory, so they nuked them. So you guys are going to be in McKinney, that town near Dallas, because everything else to the, to the west is irradiated.
South, Derry.
I figured out my guy's name.
Austin is south of Dallas and Fort Worth.
No,
I'm
McKinney.
west. I'm
No, I
west.
said everything west of Dallas, south of Dallas, all irradiated. Everything except that little bit
All we
from,
use is
Dallas to the
out
east.
here, and it's dry ass sand. Okay,
That's right.
never
That's
mind.
a pretty little place, but it is small. Perfect. Yeah, it's just north of Dallas. All right.
So we got running rivers still. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks
Yep.
nice.
Okay,
Nice little
so-
place.
That's why I chose it.
Okay, one gunplay, one survival, one wield, one quickness, two scavenging.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, look, they have a street fair. Yeah, it's actually a perfect little place for what you're doing. Perfect.
McKinney.
So,
Okay.
all right. So, therefore, I already know my character. You said it's 2035. This has been 4 years. This has been going on. You said, right?
Yep, this is year 4.
Year 4. So I was a young, fresh out of university engineer, working in robotics. I worked at Boston Dynamic initially, just kind of a low-level worker, and I got headhunted by Honda, and I was down in Dallas at their Honda robotics plant when this shit hit, and I escaped north and I found McKinney. How's that? And I've been
Sounds good.
basically Mr. Fix-It the past 3 years.
Chester, you're never going to guess my name. I've decided I'm going to be a luchador when I play. He's a luchador. He's American, you see. American, but he likes Mexican wrestling, so he's a luchador.
Perfect.
He decided to adopt Mexican wrestling. He is La Diria Roja, the red squirrel.
Yes, of course he is.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we're this is definitely the Heroes of Hoboken. It is. It is what it is. So all
And
right.
he already said I can jump off the top of buildings and land on fools, so I'm in.
Well, physically, if you fall off a building and hit someone, the force is technically transferred into the person you hit and will kill them, and you will survive.
I love it.
That's science.
That's not science
That's
at all.
science.
I'm elbow dropping right off the top of that bitch every time.
All
really
right,
misses.
so hold on. I have a delusional squirrel in my party.
That's right.
I have a lunatic a football player. I have a fetishized furry.
No, he's a mascot.
Oh God. Okay.
And my character's name is Dash Tackleford.
My killer
Don't
was
worry,
a
Chester,
mascot.
they're not going to live
football
very
team.
long.
Mm,
It's not before we get it straight.
And lady,
The
what
red
you,
squirrels
what,
forever, sir.
lady, you're playing a nurse.
yeah,
Sweet.
I'm trying to think of an African American female name.
Oh no, it should be. You should be a
Mercedes.
Jewish. No. You should be a Jewish man. Yeah, 100%.
Jewish what?
Your
A
name
Jewish
should be
man.
Your name should be something Fokker, is what it should be.
Oh,
No,
Olde Time.
no.
Yeah.
Ramona.
You know what? You know what this system needs for a skill move or an ability or that's what I'm looking for.
I'll take it into consideration.
Like a skill. And maybe it hasn't. Maybe I just didn't see it. But something like parkour.
Parkour
Well,
That
that
would
would
be-
martial. Yeah.
or sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see it under sports. I don't know about martial, but sports for sure. Athleticism in general.
Okay,
You know,
I'm
this system
African
that he's put
American
together is
citizen.
very ultra basic. Ultra.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the way I like it.
It was made with lady in mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. That's not a compliment, lady. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
whereas my system, I think, would make people's.
Don't you listen to Chester's elitism. We already established he's an elite,
Hey,
right?
now,
You're allowed to
now.
be a simple person. There's nothing wrong with being simple. Simple
Hey.
is happiness, Chester.
I'm only in the
You're-
3% height category. Okay. You and me are 3%.
All of you vertically challenged people have
Yeah,
nothing
Oh,
on
yes.
him.
people's-
Yes,
I try to cater to
I
you
look
the best
down
I
on
can.
you.
You know what we found out earlier, Puffin? I
Mhm.
am in the top 18 percentile in America financially, which is about what
Really?
I thought. But worldwide, I am in the 0.001 percentile.
Oh wow! Hey, kudos. Oh,
So
Yeah.
basically, you
Well,
could
no.
move to Latin America and live like a king.
I could, but understand this, Puffin, how sad that is because I ain't rich at all, man. That
Yeah,
is
I
sad as
know.
shit, dude.
that is so sad.
It is sad.
I'm really heartbroken for you. I'll tell you,
Thank
Chester.
you.
I'm tore up about it. I might cry squirrel tears later.
Mine is got one, resources and scavenging each got one.
It just goes to show you, Chester, how easy it is for people to either be lazy or just make poor decisions, or three, be just uneducated. A mixture of those three things keeps everyone out of those percentiles when it is within their reach. They just tell themselves they can't do it.
Well, there's another fact. There's a fourth, or how many did you say? A fourth one. That is just they don't want to be.
Yeah, that's
Oh no,
laziness.
that is true. I 100% agree that you end up exactly where you want to be. That is
Yep.
true.
Yep.
You determine where you
Alone,
are in life and what you
no
want to be.
family.
I'm just
Pretty
saying,
much.
everyone makes the decision for where they want to be. That is very, very true. You can will yourself out of things, right?
Yes.
It's like those
Mhm.
old wildcatters back in the day, right?
Yep.
That was a,
Like,
that
I
was
wanna
a
be-
Texas reference for you, lady.
I want to be my 23-year-old, 5'10", 200 pounds of pure muscle like I was, but I also want to eat this cream pie.
Mhm.
The cream pie
Eat
keeps
the cream pie.
the
Then
cream
run
pie
to
keeps
mom.
winning. You see.
I think you missed my point completely.
Look, you need to put the cream pie down. I'll take it for safekeeping. Don't take it.
I think really, I mean, cream pie.
See, after what GOP said about bald knobs, every time you say cream pie, I think of something different.
Oh God, you dirty mind.
That'd be really expensive right now with the wife not here. I can't afford that. That's
No,
not
you-
worth it.
0.3%,
Okay.
remember?
Wait, hold on. Wait, where is this conversation going?
Dude, and
To Texas.
it's usually either lady or me that's at fault for these things.
Oh yeah, totally never my fault. That's for
Now it's
sure.
GOP's fault.
I tool myself to become more mature because
I-
family's coming.
I respect
Sooner
that,
or later.
lady. I respect that. Yeah. All right. This is gonna be it'll be interesting. So, I guess with this one, Puffin, don't really think about the XP and leveling up. This isn't really about mechanics. It's just role playing game. All right.
Yep.
Cool. We will give it a try. So how do we go about? So we know where we are right there. That's perfect choice for a dystopian situation, though. I'm assuming all the cars and buses have been lined up to put a wall around this place. So,
Yep.
therefore,
You-
the only thing we need to approve is gear. So, let's go around the board. Dragon, what kind of gear do you want your fluffernutter to have?
Fluffer
Well, he
nutter.
needs. Well, he needs his mascot suit.
You got to have that. Yeah.
Mhm. A modified t-shirt cannon.
A modified T-shirt curtain, yeah. Which I could have
That
been the
turns
one
into a potato.
modifying it. I could have been me.
Yeah.
Right. You can do rocks instead. If alive
Yeah,
enough.
obviously.
Or potato cannon.
Okay, let me go check this out real quick. Of course, they're spelling it incorrectly. Americans. McKinney, Texas high school mascot. Let's see what you are, Dragon. Alrighty.
Please be a possum.
You are a lion. No, there are we have
Oh my
choices.
god, that'd be hilarious.
We have choices, everybody. We got choices. Okay, here we go. So
Lions.
you can either be we have the North McKinney Bulldogs, or we have McKinney High School Lions. You can choose which you want to be. You want to be the North McKinney Bulldog, or you want to be the McKinney High School, which I guess is the probably in town Lions. What are you going to be, a lion or a bulldog? Dragon, go ahead.
A lion.
So he's got
The noble lion.
a lion mascot suit, very nice. And let's see if we have any pictures of that. No. Oh yeah, we do. Holy cow, dude! All right. That is a girl. It's the most. Okay. Okay. Here we are.
Uh-oh.
I found it for you.
Wait, what are we?
No,
Uh-oh.
I know. I found it.
Uh-oh.
I've got it for you. I got it right here.
Hey, this is the alternate universe.
Okay. Here we go.
It would be
So-
hilarious if you were a lion.
I wonder if the people in that town can parallel park.
I doubt it. But let me go here and grab the other. Here's McKinney, and here is our mascot. This is there for Dragon's character. There you go. There it is.
Wow,
I like that.
It's dressed
I
like a girl.
It is
Yep.
definitely a girl. Yeah.
that
He's
looks
gender
like
confused. It's fine.
that's like great value lion mascot.
It is, dude.
Great value, lion.
It is, dude.
Hey, this is alternate reality. Stop that.
So there you go. This is actually the McKinney Lions. This is their actual mascot. And of course, if you go look at some of the things, you're like, that's a big stadium. That's a lot of people for high school. You don't know Texas.
Yes,
Texas is out their damn mind when it comes
and
to
they could have. That was the best mascot costume they could come up with.
it is.
That's a
But
goal, but it has a main.
That's all they could afford after the
And
stadium.
what's funny is it's almost certainly a dude in there.
maybe
Where that girl
It looks
costume.
like
I don't know with
Chester.
those
it is
shoes.
hilarious.
I don't know.
So they are the lionesses, I guess. Nice.
They're generally females in the costumes for the high schools anyway.
Usually, yeah. But anyway,
'Cause they're good at gymnastics.
cheerleaders. The most bouncy cheerleader usually ends up in the mascot. But
Also,
nevertheless, there
why
you
is
go.
high
So
school not college?
this is Dragon's costume. This is what Dragon looks like.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're
Why did you
set.
assume it was
We're
only?
set.
Why did you assume it was high school, not college?
So let me do a search here. I'm trying to be helpful. So brain damaged football player. Okay. All right. Very nice.
Every one of them.
List of
I'm
NFL.
assuming that's the joke. Ready?
I don't know what we were expecting to find in the image section.
What are you talking about? Okay.
Oh,
Oh, here we go. This guy. You get to be this. This is your dude. No, this guy looks better right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Aaron
you're tempting me
Hernandez.
with a bad accent.
Well, see, the problem with Aaron Hernandez is I'm pretty sure he was brain damaged before.
Bane damaged. He was Bane.
Bane
damaged.
damage.
Just dropped on his
Payne
head.
got a hold of him.
Yes. They didn't care who I was before I got a head injury.
hmm 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 So okay, there we go. Brain damage football player. Let's see here, lady. What do you say you're playing? You're playing a nurse. So let me see here. What's the best search I
Surgical
could
nurse.
do for that? Let me see here. Sexy nurse.
No, you might not want to
Wait,
show that.
wait, 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 stop,
No.
stop.
You guys
Your
do
safe search
realize
is on moderate. You might want to turn that up a little bit. Like a
what?
little bit safer.
Oh, yeah. I don't even touch that thing, dude. So let's see
Oh
here.
boy, we're about to get
Real-
hardcore porn
Oh, being
here.
scrubbed.
Careful.
And on YouTube. This is how you do it, folks. This
Here
is
you
the
go,
way.
lady. This is your character. Very nice.
He
I
would
don't
pick an
think so.
Asian. He
I
would
don't
pick an
Shut
Asian.
up.
I'll have scrubs on and one of those surgical bunny things on my head.
There you go. Perfect.
Even
Perfect.
better.
Well, we know how she's paying for college.
Yep.
Out of
all right.
college. Thank you very much.
Let's
I'm
see
20.
here. And what are we getting from you're playing Luchador, right?
Hang on, I'm making it right now.
Oh, okay. I'll wait. And I'm just playing a
Oh.
mechanic, so I'm just the regular Joe. Here we
Just
Yeah,
a regular old Joe boy.
a Joe boy.
Here I am, the most
Yeah, I
white.
think you need to be in a plaid shirt too.
No.
You're
this
I
is
like
the-
the overalls on that one guy.
I am the whitest guy ever. Okay.
Tom White.
No, I am Tony Starch. Where we agreed.
Tony Stark. You need a little bit more chubby. Just a little bit.
Hey,
Yeah,
No,
mix
hey,
between
hey,
Tony
hey,
Stark.
Hey.
I'm putting it in general chat right now. That's the red squirrel right there. That's what the AI gave me when I put it in the description of him.
You put in the general.
Yeah.
Is he a commie squirrel?
He could be.
Well,
oh my goodness.
that goatee.
That's something. That's the AI. I don't know. I didn't tell him to do that.
Probably
I didn't say nothing about facial hair. There was not a single mention of it, and for some reason, goatees are what we're doing.
And also like the mouth and the nose, like you're actually a rabbit.
It's makeup. It's makeup.
So we got our
That-
lion girl, a girly lion. We have
I got a better one.
a nurse. I have
That's
average white.
That-
I like
boy,
it.
And
Yes.
we have Mr. Squirrel. Nice.
I'll come
Yeah.
up with.
There's a better one.
Oh my god, La Churro, El Churro. I
Was
don't
he
know.
eating a churro?
That the top one is him when he was in his prime, and this is him.
Yes, this is him now. He's old. He's about to retire. Takes him a real long time to get to the top rope.
Yep, right. Gotta get off his walker. Just climbs up on there slowly. Like, my back isn't what it used to be.
type into that, please. Dystopian mechanic.
Okay.
Average white
Jim.
boy.
You've never
Into
been
what?
in Gary.
Well, the fun thing is with this kind of standard brown-haired guy here, this is actually the average white man. I'm blonde guy, right? So I'm actually not average. Blonde people are kind of rare.
Man, AI just loves to make people pretty.
Hair's gray
Holy
now, just-
crap.
Streaked with gray.
Okay, we got this guy. Okay, sweet.
It seems like to
Look
me
at
he
the red
can't
squirrel.
look straight very
Look
well.
at him.
The helm needs to be tighter against his face.
No,
But
it's
that
perfect.
protect his head.
He's
Perfect.
fat.
He's fat boy.
I made him fat. Yeah, he's a fat red squirrel. Chester, you're gonna have to be a beautiful young man. That's all it will give me is a beautiful young man.
That's
It
fine.
won't give me anything else.
I'll be beautiful. It's okay. I'm used to it.
Here you go. Oh, listen to him.
See what we got here. Yeah.
I told you.
We don't have anything like a wrench or something. All right.
I can put it in there. Let me back him up. Let me back up the thing here. Hang on.
Let's see, what's around McCain? First, I gotta find out where it's at. Boop, 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 boop.
And just remember, Puffin, you asked for this.
Yep, I did.
Okay. So I'm.
Yeah, this one's a little bit more anime.
Yeah,
He's real pretty.
I love the fact that I am the normal one. Yeah. I
Hey,
know.
what's wrong with
Why?
being a red squirrel? Wait a minute. He takes great offense.
You take offense.
Yeah.
How are you carrying a fence around?
He is Mexican. He's just jumping fences.
Oh, you
Mhm.
just take them with you? You just jump over?
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
easier.
senor, this is mine now. Okay.
Okay. Is McCain up 35 or 377?
What are you talking about?
What highway is McLean up? Never mind, I see it.
McKinney.
Oh, hell, it's a
McKinney.
suburb of
McKinney.
Texas,
Yeah,
of
it's outside
Dallas.
Dallas,
Suburb of-
north of Dallas, suburb of Dallas. Yeah.
Okay, I said, yeah. You're on 5 and 380. Okay. And then 75.
Here you go. Now I got a wrench finally.
I gotta
You
find
got a
something.
wrench.
Oh yeah, no, that's perfect. I look like one of those Scandinavian actor boys. Nice. Okay. Alrighty then.
McCain North High
So let me
School.
come
I
over
like
here
the
to
red squirrel mask.
circle.
I'd wear it.
Yeah, sure. Hmm.
So what's the Texas colleges mascots like?
Well, no, we're high school. We're high school level. We're not going beyond that. What are you doing? Delusions of grandeur.
I would say you'd have to put yourself in what's that
Okay.
guy? The Dallas Cowboys has that guy in the cowboy outfit. Big, extravagant hat. I don't know the name of it. But your face will be showing then, so.
Okay. So we have the town of McKinney is where we are. Okay. And we have Mexican lion. We have sexy nurse. We have fat squirrel,
Interrupt.
and we
Yeah.
have
And I'm generating
average,
something. We'll see what it comes up with.
average mechanical boy.
Genius, yeah.
I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. Yeah. Nice. Alrighty then. Perfect.
Oh, this is gonna take a minute. I'm using the new ChatGPT model,
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
which seems to take a bit longer.
Well, if you go and take all our imagery and you do some cool stuff with it and just throw it back in there, I'll create a presentation. Puffin, anything you want, any imagery or any setup you want in the presentation, I'll do for you, or you could do yourself. I mean, because
Okay.
you can share just as easily as I can, right?
What? I went to a different AI and it gave me this. Oh, come on. Why won't it let me copy it? Stop being dumb. Hang on, let me see if it'll... No, it won't let me do that either. Ah, sacre bleu. Hang on.
Sacre bleu. Sacre bleu is right. Okay.
It sucks to be blue. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But if
I
you were
mean-
green, you would die.
Oh, this is great.
Uh,
Oh, I gotta share this.
Oh, God.
Let me save the image. I was gonna save it to my pictures. There we
Can
go.
I download this? No, thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna post it in general. Or yeah. Where is it? Where
Here it
are
comes.
you? New picture? That is ridiculous.
This is what Adobe gave me. It looks like actual, like straight out of AAA wrestling.
For
Check this out.
The red squirrel. Yeah.
Oh, mine's right above it.
I see that.
Nice. Ball knob.
Well, GOP, you're starting to get it, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's cool, dude. So here you go, everybody. Here is Bald Knob.
That's right.
His name is Dash Tackleford.
And he used to play for the Bald Knob, the AAA team of Bald Knob, and I don't know how he ended up in McKinney, but somehow he got here. You'll have to work on that.
He's from
Uh,
Arkansas.
He's
He
from
just
Arkansas.
he ended up here.
He just ended up here. That's perfect. Alrighty then, and so put something in there for dystopian mechanic building a robot or something like that.
Okay.
Oh my
Will
goodness
do.
gracious! The red squirrel.
Ah, he's a
And he's
famous
got about the
luchador.
height for the squirrel too.
He does.
Yeah. Well, he's Mexican. They're tiny. They're tiny people. The average height of the American woman has gone down, Chester, to 5'4" from 5'6" because of all the Mexicans and the Latinos. The Latino women are very short.
It's called
Most
old age
people are
too.
pretty short, which is why I'm in such a high percentile because I'm
Yeah.
not really that tall, but most humans are really short. All those Africans are super short, Indians are super short, Asians, they're just little people, dude.
Yeah.
Chester, if that many people are super short, wouldn't that then, by process of elimination, by logic, critical thinking, if you will, make you tall?
No.
It makes
Then
us
what would-
average, and
No,
you're
it-
deficient.
What would you
Just
have
makes
to
you
be
short.
to be tall?
Yeah,
No,
just makes you short.
these are opposite things, Chester. That's like saying if I swing to the right, I haven't swung to the left.
Ma,
These
if
are
I were-
opposites.
If I were like 7 foot plus, I'd consider that tall.
6'3" is tall, Chester.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
you're almost a foot taller than the average woman.
Look, eugenics says Chester is the way you're supposed to be. If you're
That's
not that
right.
way, you're short.
No,
see?
eugenics. Actually, eugenics doesn't. Shorter people live longer. They have less physical health ailments.
Well, that's
Really,
because
the sweet spot for a man is about 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". Live longest, be healthier.
Bullshit. I'm
Yeah.
6'3", 220 pounds of perfection, baby.
Listen to it. And you're also going to die in your 70s, where I'll probably live into my 90s. So
Yeah, but that
have
might
fun
have
with it.
something to do with all the bullet holes and knife cuts and all that stuff.
No,
I'm just saying that
no.
this sounds like Thundaro admitting he's 5'7".
Yeah.
No, I'm 5'10". But the knife holes and the bullets and all the what have you, that's just because you're a big target. I don't get hit, Chester. I dodged them when they went for me.
That is fair. I am a damage absorber. That is true.
Yeah.
But that's my
The red
advantage.
squirrel don't get hit. He's too fast.
That's
He
fair.
gets out of there.
But it's funny now if you put in a little bit of a little juxtapose it and kind of give us a little bit more clarity. With me looking that up and finding I'm in the 3rd percentile, the 3% percentile, and how many of these girls get on the TikToks and all the other things and talking about I want a man who's at least 6'4". It's like, baby, there ain't.
What's funny, you want to know? You want to know the most of their reasoning? Because I knew a girl. I used to work with a girl who was like that. She was maybe 5'2", and her and I were talking a little bit. And she's like, I don't know. I think I want to marry a guy who's at least 6 foot because I want my kids to be tall. And I just looked at her, said, "That's not going to happen if you're short.
Yep.
They're most likely going to get the height from you.
Yet I'm 6'1".
Yeah,
They're most likely going to get the height from you, darling."
Yeah, well, to be fair though, that doesn't. You're right, but also at the same time, we have examples against it, like myself. My father is 5'9", so he's shorter than you, and my mother is actually under 5 foot. She was 4'11". So
is mine.
I am an abnormality.
So what
The
that
rest of
tells
my
me is you
family
don't
are
have the
not.
father you think you do.
Probably.
All right.
Just like my one uncle. So everybody.
The milkman was 7 feet tall.
Yeah, my father was about your height. He was like 6'2". He had one brother who was also that height, and then he had another brother who was like 5'1". And I said, well, that's odd, especially considering neither of their parents were that tall. I said, that's And he doesn't look like any of them. He has red hair. Everybody else has dark brown hair. I said, things that make you go,
Yeah. It is funny with the baby though, my grandson, right? And when
congratulations.
thank you. But
Yeah.
a lot of people they're trying to constantly make comparisons to what family member or another is he's gaining his this factor or that factor from. I keep telling him, dude, he's not even. He's like 30 some odd days old. Give it a minute. But whatever, they're all excited and having fun, which is cool. I get it. It is fun having kids. But unfortunately,
It's fun making it.
well, the thing is,
Yeah.
lady, they keep equating so many of his features to me, and I'm like, dude, I do nothing. I have no responsibility in this.
It's in your son's genetic.
It is, it is. But the only thing I
How tall is
really,
your son, Chester? Did he break 6, or did he get too
uh,
much Japanese?
no, I don't think he broke 6. He's probably about your height, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's a little taller than the average Japanese though. But he didn't
Well,
get
he
up
wins
to
then.
my height.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. See, you didn't get cursed like me. I live in America, right, where I'm considered short, even though I'm taller than the average man.
Right.
And I had a father who was, 6'2". It's some bullshit, Chester. That's what happens when you marry someone who's 4'11". Cursed me.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
Chester,
did it.
Yeah.
what percentage am I in if I'm 6'4" and 330 pounds?
Well, the weight thing is that's a you problem.
Yeah, right.
So 6'4".
Here we go. I got the AI to flip the color scheme around on his little outfit there.
Well, the neat thing is, like I was telling GOP,
Yeah,
I'm
it's so
lift-
cool.
I'm lifting 500 pounds, over 500 now, so I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Not bad.
6
Where is
foot
it?
4 inches, you said.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Well, I'll do the height thing before I add the weight. 1%. Wow. So 1 inch goes from me in the 3%, you into the 1%. Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
4
1 inch makes all the
inches,
difference.
4 inches. They
Oh.
keep trying to say that. And let me see. What did you say? Weight?
330.
330 pounds. Uncalculatable.
Okay, cool. I am indiscriminately mighty.
Yes. It says that that is extremely low. It won't give me
Oh, okay.
it won't even attempt. It's a fraction of a percentage of global population. There you go. You are unique.
Hooray!
Hooray! Yeah, it's interesting. Just a single inch changes it 2 percentile points. But it's just most of the world is really short.
Yeah.
Because the Asians are, you got like a couple billion over there, and you got a billion some odd in Africa, and they're some of the smallest humans you got are the Africans, the Latinos. It's just we Northern Europeans were like one of the smallest populations on Earth, right?
Right.
Comparatively, and
Well,
that.
it used to be, but yeah.
Oh no, we've always been very small. We're a very small percentage of the world population, always have been. The others are just have way more lands and are way more prolific and because there's two paths you could take. You can either have as many children as possible, or you can have few children and try to educate them and give them all the resources. Those are the two paths you could take when it comes to children. And the Europeans have always kind of leaned toward the latter than the former. Whereas the rest of the world is pretty much just pop out as many kids as you can and pray they survive the year. So it is what it
Ooh.
is. Yeah, that's it is what it is.
Hey, I got something for you, Thundaro.
Oh, he's got something.
Save it here.
Let's see it. Let's
do
see this
love-
glory.
I do love the fact, Buffin, that I'm the only one playing a normal character.
Hey, what's wrong with the luchador?
Every group needs a straight man,
I guess
I
that's
like
me.
that. I like
But
that.
that ends up making like Chester basically one step away from the GM again
Huh? What?
because he's got to wrangle all these cats.
But Chester never. Well, I don't think you've ever played like the goofy character. Like, not
Yes,
like
he did. When he
you've
played
never.
in High Fantasy, he had apathy as a trait, so he just didn't
Oh,
care.
Well,
I did.
I guess I should say you've never played like dumb characters. I should say.
I think that's beneath him. I don't think that
Yeah.
Chester could actually play a stupid character.
Fair.
Like, it would hurt him to play the character. Like, he
Well,
would have fun with it.
it would be impossible for me because I'd be constantly correcting myself.
Yep.
So, you know.
Does anyone else want me to zombify their picture?
No, I'm not going to be a zombie.
Yeah,
we-
no, that's not what he meant. But
Yeah.
honestly, so far the best one is your football player, though. That is.
Yeah, I know. It came out amazing.
It did. It did. It did.
His weapon
Okay,
needs
I
to
think
be
I'm ready.
a football with spikes on it or something. Like that needs to be his weapon. He
He's
throws it
literally
at the
spiking
face.
the ball.
Yeah.
But no, he could just have other sport. He doesn't just have to be football. He could have a baseball bat. It probably makes the most sense.
All right.
No, it's done. I'm just going to call him Knob. That's going to be his
Yeah.
nickname.
Knob.
Old Nobby.
Big old knob.
Yeah. Hey, Knob, carry that large, heavy box, please. So,
I heard Lady sigh. I'm just like, poor lady.
yeah, well, hey, she signed up for it. So, all right. Well, it's pretty fun. We got all our characters created already, and of course, it's I will. Well, you guys could do it too, but I will go and create a stat block or a character sheet. I always do that and see
Sounds
how it
good.
comes out for this. But there's not a lot to put on it. It's very super basic. So,
Mhm.
very, very good. I guess I just have to think about why would I have survival and gunplay though? It doesn't really make sense for the character, huh?
You're in
You're from
Texas.
You're in Texas. You
He's
have
a
gunplay.
redneck.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you learn
And
how
you go hunting on the weekends. There's survival.
Your answer to your question is literally the location we're in.
It's fine.
Like,
I was gonna make him from Boston though.
I mean, he could be an exchange student. That's fine. But still, Boston, you got the mob. There's your gunplay.
That's fair. That is fair.
Look, I don't like the way you parallel parked, you mook.
there he goes again. Mario, you're not here.
Oh, sorry. I'll get back to where I was going. My bad.
Cool.
The main
All right.
character they deal with in their game is named Mario.
I
Oh,
wanted to
see.
tell everybody that I have some personalized dice made that glow in the dark once the sun absorbs the heat, the light. Once they absorb the light, it's called a wild die. It's for D6 gaming,
Mhm.
where you have to have a wild die. Well, this one glows in the dark, and on the 6 it says wild.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
That's-
that would be
That's
useful. in this.
wild.
But yeah, matter of fact, Puffin and whatever. Like I said,
Sure.
you can create your own presentation. It's probably easier if you control it on your side than me. But for the dice table and things like that, you should throw an image that you want me to set up for it, right?
On the background.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
whatever.
then one of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll set that up for you, sir. The problem is that I'm leaving for Argentina. I get back Monday.
Mhm.
So I'll probably, the first week, I'll try to have something together, but then after that, I'll have something more official.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, that's fine. What are you going to Argentina for, other than the
my-
amazing steaks and beef?
48.
My dad's playing a concert there, and I'm his merch
sweet.
man.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, dude, enjoy the beef because Argentina is amazing.
Should be
I
chicken.
like
and-
Yeah,
Bring some beef back. Hey.
yeah.
I would, but they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
you
no Americans. Oh wait, we're talking about different type of beef. My bad.
Well, no,
Wait,
it's
what
just
kind of-
yeah. Go ahead.
57.
No,
I'm rolling
They could have
good.
been. They could have gone in multiple directions. Anyways, we're already on thin ice after those nutty nurse pictures. We don't
Don't
need
say
to keep
it that
pushing.
way. Don't say it that way. Don't say it that way. You know what you did.
Hey now, yeah, no, there was nothing wrong with those pictures. What are you talking about?
That's why I
Mhm.
said the ice was thin.
Oh, I see.
We didn't.
Okay.
We didn't break through it.
That is good. That's a good point. Good point. When I was a kid, and still today, I grew up on an island, right? And It's about a 1 hour ferry ride from the mainland, right? But during the winter, not every winter, but the cold winters, you can literally drive from the island back to the mainland on the ice, ocean ice. That's how damn
Wow,
cold it gets. Yeah,
that's pretty damn cold.
it is. Yeah.
Indeed.
It is kind of cool to do it though, because you're literally driving for wow, a good 20 minutes, right, in a car, 30 minutes, because you can't go so fast on the ice, but you're traveling across the ocean, right? It's not a river or a pond. It's literally salt water
Mhm.
underneath you, but it will carry heavy trucks, no problem.
Well, I guess you could go fast, but it would be ill-advised, you know.
Well, you just can't, and
You put some snow tires on there, it'll be fine. Put some chains. Whee!
but it is an interesting experience. That is to be sure.
Now, I did put weapons. I'm putting armor on there. Remember, with any weapons you have, ammo is going to be very expensive the higher caliber that you pick. So while a weapon may be awesome, and it does, good damage relatively speaking with how it works, you could just get to fire it once and then never find more ammo for it.
Did I just put spikes on my helmet?
Yeah, no, that's definitely what you need to do. Yeah, spikes.
Lots of spikes.
Lots of spikes. Oh, right. That's what I was going to ask. Ma, we can work on that next time, but everyone just kind of put together what you want, throw it over to Puffin.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pretty basic system, so there's not much to do as far as character creation, which is fine, which is
Oh,
good.
I did write a gun on it after I sent it to you, Puffin. I
Okay.
got a trank gun.
Tranquilizer?
Uh-huh. With
Okay.
valves. So I can fill up.
Tranquilizer, you can put
Absolutely
stuff in it,
useless.
but it won't do any damage on hit.
Yeah, but if you put the sleeping stuff in it, they're gonna go to sleep eventually.
No, they're
Would the
zombies. They don't care about sleep. They're just going to eat your face.
Well, the ferals, like I said, they're not undead; they're alive. But
So they do
one
sleep, so they
thing,
do have
lady,
sex.
is tranquilizer can be burned up by adrenaline. And so, if the ferals are raging and coming at you, you would have to
See?
use a powerful one to put them
I
down.
told you.
so like elephant?
Acid, yeah, put acid in it. That's better.
Yeah,
Oh.
put acid in it because it's a glass thing.
Or Ebola.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the best idea.
No, that's a pretty bad idea. So, how do you want me to run any kind of armor suit that my character's going to try to run?
So I'm putting that in there right now. There's 3 types of armor where you have vest, cover, and suit. So like a vest is just anything that would cover center of mass. A cover is like, you have like a trench coat or something that's more like put together. It's full body, but it's not sealed. And a suit is kind of what you're going for, which it's a complete like
Yeah.
power armor, sealed type of armor.
Yeah. You just give me what you want me to have.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm just kind of, and it shouldn't be so far along anyway. It should be in a
Mhm.
primitive state.
Right.
But I'm basically taking my robotic hardware knowledge and trying to adapt it to a survival suit for myself, But just, it should be it's only been 4 years, right? 3 years.
Right.
So it shouldn't be so far along, but just put together mechanically whatever you want me to have and just give it to me and I'll put it in the stat sheet.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. So cool. Rock on. So we got a trank gun, which is completely useless. We have a dragon has himself a lady lioness mascot outfit, which is completely useless. We have a man who is in a luchador uniform, but he should be able to fight though, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
And me, I mean, I guess I'll be able to shoot a little bit, but mostly I'm the fix-it guy. And GOP he's a tank.
Mhm.
Sweet. So can
I'm
he
gonna
take?
ride his back.
Yeah, there you go. Can his tackle
Yeah.
be effectively his martial?
If he has if he puts points in martial, yeah, tackling, he could do it either through sports or martial, either one.
That's right. Sports. I saw that was there. So sweet. All right. Well, I guess we're all set then. And it's going to be great. I just need to get whatever stack block he wants to give me for that whatever suit I'm running.
Right.
But and yeah, there we go. So, does anyone have any kind of like actual? I guess we just don't have firearms, huh?
hmm yeah, I mean, you can get firearms, but like I said, ammo is expensive
I see. And of course, I'm
because
I'm not even
yeah.
sure what we're going to be doing. What are we going to be doing? I mean, we all live in McKinney somehow or another.
Mhm.
I've been kind of one of the local fix-it guys. I'm sure not the only one. So how are you going to motivate us toward whatever it is you want to do?
Well, one of the things is that there's
We gotta
multiple
find a.
different motivations from the different warlords. That one of the ways that it's been working in like the free areas, which is like you're at the very bottom of where that is that every so many months the warlords over different territories get together and have a battle between their men, and depending how many survivors they have, those are the districts they gain control of for the next 6 months.
Hunger
And
Games. Sweet.
yeah, they have Hunger
Yeah.
Games to decide who controls the region. And so these games are coming up, and you don't like the prospects of who's going in. And so you guys might want to throw your lot in to, join the arena. And if you survive, your entire town can fall under, your guys' leaders and control
Oh,
instead
definitely
of.
not. No, definitely not. I'm not. No, definitely not doing that.
And then there's other motivations of there's a feral horde on the way that
Okay.
coming up from Louisiana that could be a problem. And then there's
Always.
always the wraiths and the abominations or hecatoncheires as they're nicknamed that
Oh yeah,
came.
because Texas people would certainly know what the hecatonics were.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, I know what they are. That's why I put it
They're
in there.
honky tonkeries.
a honky
So
tonkeries been coming
And
and
here
they're probably
causing the trouble
Mr.
here.
Dallas.
they are monsters from the atomic wasteland. After the
Oh,
new.
great. Something even more radiated.
Hey, so you sure our like starting quest is not going to be like us having to find like a water chip or something?
I mean, if you want to find a water chip, purify it, learn who your real dad is, all that type of stuff, you can.
I was
Get your
making a
half.
reference.
Yeah, I know what you're referencing. That's why I
First
said find your
Fallout.
dad. The third fallout is you go to the water treatment plant and find out who your dad is. That's the
Aw,
fallout.
Well, no, you knew who your dad was. You just didn't know where he went. He left.
Let's see here.
That means he's probably dead anyway.
You find out that your dad is Liam Neeson, which honestly could be worse.
it could be a lot worse actually.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 100% worse.
Yep.
Just for you guys who want to know what a hecatonchery is, it is an actual Greek thing. There you go.
That's a heckin' tonkery.
So who of all those heads on that body, which one's making the decision to move the feet?
All
And
of
how
them.
many feet are there now?
I do
Well,
think you're missing the point. They rather represent the primordial destruction of earthquakes and hurricanes. And things like
Mhm.
Yeah, we got our own earthquakes too. And now apparently we got some kind of deep cave that has been flooded and reflooded and frozen and refrozen. And they got all kinds of animals in there. Beats the hell out of me.
I'm mainly
Ain't-
questioning that the Texas people would even know what a hecatonchery was. It's really my thing.
Do you think they know what it means?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, the average.
well, that's why I said they'll call it a honky
Dude,
tonkery.
I don't. They will. I don't think the average human on Earth knows what a hecatonchery is.
Like I said, top 1%, right?
Damn
You're all learning something.
Yeah. No, that's something we didn't check. The percentile of IQ. We dealt with height, we dealt with weight, we dealt with finances, but we didn't deal with IQ.
Okay. So you want to put my IQ in there?
No,
Aw.
Oh, okay.
I don't want you to be sad.
I know. I mean, it's fine. I can go off of the one when I was tested as a kid, and that's better probably than what I got recently.
It shouldn't be.
I dropped by like 4 points or something. So when I was a
Big
kid,
kid or a teenager?
I was a teenager. When I got tested as a teenager, I had a 134 IQ. Thank you.
Then you hit puberty, and it dropped.
Well, I mean, I still scored in the 130s last time, but I'm like, I need my calculator, man.
You said 130 what?
134.
It's a high percentage.
The
I've been praying it.
the 99th percentile.
Hooray!
What I told you.
I had a dot after mine though, so you're not as
Oh,
good.
I know. But still top 1% club. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I know mine was at least 132. I can't remember what it was exactly.
Let's put, 132, you'd probably be in the same category.
Probably. Yep.
What was your numbers? I wasn't listening. What did you guys say?
My IQ was 130.
percentile, Dragon.
Okay.
Was
And
what?
Daryl's got a prices right. It go up one, be
Yeah,
one higher.
no. Nah.
Dragon's IQ, he was last time he was tested 132, so that puts him in the 98th. Mine was 134, so I'm in the 99th, and Chester's in the 99.6 percentile.
No, I'm in the 99.9999.
Listen to
Oh,
him.
because you have a 142 IQ?
168.
168, okay. I figured.
168.
Yeah, I know. It's a burden.
Listen to him.
That's
a
why
bird.
that's why he likes talking to me. I can at least understand what he's saying.
That's right.
He likes
You know
being
what
a teacher.
I would like to meet before he dies is Chris Langan, the smartest man to ever be recorded, officially recorded.
The guy,
about that
the
Korean
300 guy?
Yeah, I don't think that Korean guy's real. I don't.
Yeah.
First of all, it's coming out of Korea, and we know you can't trust a damn thing an Asian says, especially about when they say they're better than you. And
Yeah.
second of all, I've seen no evidence of it, whereas Chris has decades of being the world's greatest polymath. So
I would like to meet him too.
You know, I've actually met geniuses before, and it is shockingly different than the rest of us, though.
well, Chester, if your IQ's in the 160s, you're
You're a
super
genius.
genius.
Genius is like 145, I think, isn't it?
140.
Is that what the-
It's
140?
140.
Okay.
But the thing is, you have to understand, genius is not applicable to IQ. IQ is how much you have learned and how quickly you can recall it. That's all it
Yeah.
is, right? And it's not useless. It is very useful. But IQ has to do with a little bit of that, but also more. I mean, genius has to do more with your brain chemistry balance. Whereas mine is 50-50, which is actually quite unique, but I love it, to be honest with you. But most people, the average human is 60-40, whether they be left brain or right brain. Right brain being your artistic, emotional, creative side, and your left brain being your analytical side. However, geniuses are like 80-90% one way or the other, right? That's what a genius is. So I am, sure, I have a very good memory and a good knowledge base, which you can see that. But I'm literally 50-50, so I'm as far away from genius as you can get, right?
Mine is one. Mine. Somebody said mine earlier. Mine's 142 is the highest I was ever tested by a psychologist.
That was me.
But so I've met these people though. I've met geniuses, and it's just it's shockingly different than us. It just is. And it is kind of cool, but it's also kind of creepy because they can
Yeah.
perceive things that we can't, right? Um, you know, uh, and it's interesting. Have you guys ever met an actual genius? You ever meet one?
I think I did when I was younger.
Yeah, they're interesting. I have a very balanced perspective of the world, right? And I love that because it allows me to interact in any kind of environment I wish to, quite effectively. But those guys, whether they be right brain leaning or left brain leaning, they just see things different than we do. They just do. IQ is not as valuable as people think, really.
Mhm.
And I've known plenty of people who were very, very had quite a bit of common sense, but they hadn't their study was very lacking, so their IQ is going to be quite low, right? So it really IQ is good if you are running a business or you want to get in university or something like that, where knowledge is king. That's where IQ is important, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but nevertheless, sounds good.
All I know is, Chester, all I know is I look in the eyes of these normal people and I understand why the elites want us dead.
No, I do too. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, I get it. Like, I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it. I get where they're coming from. There's a lot of there's just so many people have no light in their eyes. You talked about it on Sunday, how the light, your eyes literally have light in them. They
do.
literally glow.
Your eyes actually illuminate. Yeah.
And so many people just don't have it. They're just dead inside. Like the whole thing about people, half the population or more being actual NPCs who don't have critical thinking, internal thought. They don't even have an internal monologue.
That stings my soul so bad when I run into that, because it hurts me. I feel so bad for the people. It's like, but there's so much more to life. Come on.
Yeah, but
you can do it.
What is the percentage again of people who can't even create imagery within their mind? Meaning, just think of a basketball and create an image of a basketball in your head. There is some percentage of humans that can't even do that, and I'm like, huh?
But I think not being able to even have not having an internal monologue.
Yeah.
You can't. I feel like that's even worse than not being able to visualize.
I have an external monologue. I'll catch myself just talking to myself, trying to figure shit out. Like, I don't understand these people. Like, how does your brain function? It doesn't. It's lizard brain all over. You're just a beast running on pure instinct.
What is that percentage though?
It's too high, is what that percentage is.
Well, I thought it was half of people didn't have the internal monologue.
Something like half of people don't have an internal monologue. Even greater percentage can't actually visualize things. They can only visualize the word or a simple image of it. They can't model it in their brain. And then the most elite people can do ridiculous things. But the guys, like the pilots for the Blue Angels, right? I just watched a video of them preparing their routine, practicing their routine in a boardroom or like a conference room, and they all have their eyes closed and they're all mimicking perfectly the motions they would have to make because they're so able to conceptualize it. They can literally just do it in their head together as a unit and then go into the plane and do it. That's how how far their visualization is. Like the people like I used to, when I used to play chess a lot, I used to play multiple games at once because I love chess, and I could just keep track of it. I could keep track of the boards, right? And most people can't even keep track of one. They can't keep track of 5 moves, let alone 20. It's shocking because I don't consider myself particularly brilliant, but these people are just so dumb.
This is a really ugly statistic. 25% of people have no internal monologue at all. About 30% have one, and the rest of that, which of course is going to be around 45%, have a partial internal monologue. So only about 30% of humans actually have a true internal monologue. And what would the other thing be? Be able to, what percentage of people can visualize?
Fully visualize and model an object in their mind. It's very low.
So Thundaro, I'm not trying to say this or that, but whenever I'm GMing or doing things with tabletops and we're here, I'll model. In my head, it's okay, this is what the terrain looks like, this is what the weather's doing, and all that stuff will pop up in my head, and it's almost like I could close my eyes and I'm there. It's lots of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it says only about 4% of people actually have aphantasia, which would be the most extreme version of that. So it's not as bad as it could be.
But there's a lot of levels to that. So most people have very, very low level of aphantasia, where they can only visualize very, 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 very simple things to the point where they can't even visualize a 3D image of an apple. However, they can visualize 2D images very easily, right? So if you say apple, they can still see an apple. But yeah, I see an apple, but it's not really the same thing as someone who can see the apple, turn it in their mind, and like understand it. Yeah, rotate it. And the more complex you get, the better with that, obviously. But it's a shocking percentage of people who really don't understand that question. Chester, I've seen them do these interviews where they'll ask people a very simple question: how would you feel if you didn't eat breakfast this morning?
Oh, yes.
And many of them will say, "But I did eat breakfast, though."
But
What?
that's an even worse. That is, you're talking about people in that IQ-ish range, of like I want to say sub 90. That's usually people in that IQ range.
Well,
Yeah,
So
uh,
people with low IQs have no imagination.
is that
pretty
how that
much.
works? I haven't really studied it.
So,
I do know like
Chester.
Latin America's averages in the 70s, Africa averages in the 60s.
Yep.
So
Chester.
if that's
Oh,
true, then holy shit.
yeah, Chester. I have a question. Like, it just kind of hit me, and I'm sorry it took so long to hit me. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't believe I've been so dumb. That's why it feels like all these like media things feel so recycled. It's not just because there's nothing new under the sun, it's that the people literally can't come up with something different. They chased away all the people that were smarter than them coming up with good ideas so that they wouldn't feel left out.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what Marxism does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least they didn't get murdered. It could
yeah,
be
they can get
worse.
murdered, but I'm just like I'm sitting here like, come on, come up with something different. Come on, come up with something different. Gosh dang it, come up with something
Well,
different.
you see the big kick that the Hollywood are on this time now because they're always about
Mhm.
their diversity, but their current diversity push is disabled individuals.
That makes me puke.
Yeah. Well, I mean, being
And,
disabled sucks, but being
yeah,
disabled, thus the by definition means that there are many things you can't do because you are dis, abled
yeah,
Yeah.
by by definition. It sucks, but it is what it is. Uh,
yeah.
I don't really know how much effort we should put into someone who's missing hands and legs, arms and legs, to make sure they can drive. Although Elon's working on it.
I mean, there was that guy that was missing half of his arms, but still managed to shoot and kill a guy and then drive
He was
off.
missing legs as well. Yeah, it was pretty impressive for a murderer.
Now, do you watch Angry Cops or
No,
not?
I don't.
No.
I don't like angry cops. That would be not something I like.
Well, that's just his YouTube name.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
My wife watches some of that stuff. I don't know who she's watching. It's just some random short, I think, or no, I guess it's not a short. But she does watch some of those things, and it's always the usual suspects. I know that.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, I mean, we're talking about intelligence and the ability to comprehend and visualize. And when
Yes.
you have a cop that is telling you, uh, by law, we have no choice. We must tow your car because the license is suspended. This is not our choice. This is the law. And you keep saying that to them, but they keep saying, but I have insurance.
Oh, that's
That, that
better. That's a
hurts me.
better case scenario in a lot of instances.
Well, I'm just saying, but when you have, well, the one thing I've noticed is first of all, you can't get a word in edgewise, particularly with the females. But you can't reason. There is no reason. It's
Yeah.
they have this idea as odd or out of place as the idea might be, and that's it. That's their idea. And the only option it seems, even though I see a lot of these cops in those little things like I said, my wife watches those from time to time. I guess it's her version of horror. But I these cops, it's like they're being way too
Well,
nice,
they have.
way
Here's the
way
problem,
too
right?
nice. Well, hold on, let me finish. Because
Okay.
if you go back and look at the whole St. Floyd bullshit, right? That
Mhm.
disgusting criminal who OD'd himself, that asshole, right?
Yeah,
That
right.
George Floyd thing, the reason why those cops got themselves in trouble was because they were too damn nice. pick his ass up, put him in the back seat, and take him down to jail. End of it. And when you see these cops can be nice and they keep saying things 1,000 times, and it's like, no, dude, do your freaking job. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, GOP.
Well, there are degrees of consciousness, right? And I think with a lot of people like this, they have no people who are that belligerent in situations like that. It's oftentimes because they have no external concept of other people's frame of consciousness, right?
Oh, I see.
So,
I usually just use the word savage.
well,
But
yeah,
Feral,
but
if you
I'm
will.
saying there's different degrees of it, right? I think
savagery, sure.
you ever watch Homath? Are you
No.
familiar with the individual? Well,
I
he has this whole.
understand of girl math. I understand the concept of female math, yeah.
Well, yeah, but he goes into more. He goes into other concepts of like different degrees of consciousness. You know, for a more intelligent person, you can look at someone else and understand that they have a different frame of reference. They have a different state of mind than you, and
Of
you
course.
can empathize to a
Yeah.
degree, right?
Well, of course we can, but I would say the thing with it is though is with these generalizations that keep getting thrown around. In my life, I've met plenty of women who are very capable in everything they do. I've met plenty of black people who are smart, capable, normal people. I've met
Yeah.
plenty. So it's like why we can't we always want to try to find a reason for it, but I think it's something other, right? That's one of the reasons why I always say ghetto fatigue, because ghetto comes in all colors across the planet. Now, I understand there's a certain ghetto group in America that's causing the vast majority of trouble. I get it. But I just don't understand, because I see a black person doing the most inane thing ever. But yet, I've known plenty of black people that would be absolutely outraged and disgusted by it.
Sure.
Mhm.
Like then, I think that's with every group. There's always outliers, right? Obviously,
Yeah, but why
but
are there so many damn outliers? Therefore, it kind of comes back to my point. I think it's culture.
well, I mean, I'm sure you know the split between Northern Black and Southern Black culture in the U.S.,
Of
right?
course, of course.
Okay, and how basically Northern Black culture, when you had like the migration cycles in the '60s and even before that, basically got swallowed up. So there's like a reason why no matter what city you go to in the US, everyone kind of has like they all say y'all. You know, like that's something that kind of kept along because it's all an extension of Southern Black culture,
Or it's
right?
just not even black, just Southern culture. I mean,
Well, yeah, but I'm saying it's a
everything.
subsect of Southern culture,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
but one thing you have
It's
to
not
understand,
a
because I've
hundred
lived in
percent.
the South. I've lived in the South,
Yeah,
and everything that they demand is their culture. They keep saying the culture, but it's like everything that they claim, that's just Southern white people culture, dude. All
well,
your
Yeah.
no, what I'm
food, all your accents, all your language, it's all Southern people. It's not a black thing, it's a Southern thing.
okay, but my point being that there were distinct groups, right? So I think it was I looked somewhere and it was like a poster from like the 1890s, basically from people in Northern Black culture. As you started to see more migration into the North from Southern Black culture,
Sure.
uh, basically like explaining like, hey, this is how we behave up here. You know, like this is like, and it's just much more like it's very normal. You know, we kind of act like everybody else. It's normal. You know, because even at that time they were worried that you were going to see uh, issues with conflicts with that, because I think that culture had higher IQ averages in general, and I think the North South divide did have, especially back then, a greater IQ variance as well.
Disparity.
Yeah, so you could argue IQ. You could argue that culture is a reflection of the capacity a group has to adapt and to learn and to be absorbed into the broader culture, right? So,
Sure.
so
Kind of makes
Hmm?
Oh, I was just going to say someone once told me that culture is religion externalized.
Oh my goodness, that's so stupid.
Well, I mean, if we want to talk about migrations, in this case, black migrations, the largest black migration we saw post Emancipation Proclamation was in 1865 when they were given reparations. I mean, this is a thing that they keep saying reparations. Like, dude, you were already given reparations. You're already given that
Well, they were given an
reparations.
entire country.
Well, they were, but Liberia as well. That's true.
Yeah.
But they were all promised 40 acres and a mule, right? And that huge migration actually was to the west. In that
Yeah.
initial after 1865. The problem is the vast majority of them failed.
Well, the urbanization thing, I could be mistaken, but I always thought the urbanization thing was something that grew after World War II.
Oh yeah, no, is actually the biggest black called the Great Migration
Yeah.
was in 1910. And
Okay.
that was the movement of people, particularly black people, into places like Chicago.
Okay, because I always thought the mass. I mean, because I knew those sort of immigrations were going on. I always thought the mass side of it happened in um, like post World War II, and you had big immigration surges in like the 50s and I think the
You did.
60s as well.
You had that as well, but it was nowhere near the size of the 1910 migration. It was we literally call it the Great Migration, literally
Okay.
historically. But yeah, no, you've had after the war there was a lot of movement of people around the country. That is for sure. And then of course, actually, one of the biggest movement of black people in America. It's going to shock you, but it's not the biggest one, but one of the bigger ones is actually under Barack Obama, which wasn't very long ago at all. Barack Obama and was doing everything he could to put as many black people into white areas as he could because white people bad, right? And of
I'm
course,
not
then at the
bad.
same time, he and his wife, of course, and other Democrats are complaining about gentrification. But then if you leave, now it's white flight. So it's like, pick a lane, buddy.
Well, I
Uh,
think that's anytime you're dealing with Marxist thought, right? Or
right.
or derived. I don't necessarily think that Obama was a straight up Marxist, but anything that's derived from that thought process, you essentially create a system where no matter what your opponents do, they're they're vilified for it, right?
Well,
So
Obama is more of a racist than a Marxist, particularly Big Mike. She, we'll use that word with air quotes, she really hates white people. She really, 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 really hates white people. And of course, this is part of this conversation, unfortunately. But when we talk about black people moving around the country, there have been several of them, of course, and most of them actually didn't go the way that the politicians would have wanted. The Western migration after 1865 failed horribly to the point that those black people, we don't even know what happened to them. I suppose they're in the ground somewhere, right?
hmm.
It was that bad. But at that same time, it had nothing to do with the reparation movement after the Civil War. But my family had a splitting as well, and because we were in Virginia running tobacco farms. And the one part of my family split off because there was just too many of them, and went down south in Mississippi, Alabama area, which is where I'm coming from. The other was sent out west during this period, and you could still find some of them, but they failed. And a
Hmm.
lot of people who went west failed, a lot.
Oh yeah, what was that? I can't remember what. Like my mother's like great grandparents or something. One of them says
Uh-huh.
try going out west. They lost so many children, they gave up.
Yeah. No, a lot of people failed. And it was later migrations. Most of the success, because in the 1860s, once again during that same period, is really when you had that kind of mini reset going, and you see all
Hmm.
these big families just kind of show up in the Americas and are just somehow automatically in charge of stuff, like the Morgans, the Astors, the Chase family. the Rockefellers. They just came in automatically. They're in charge of entire industries. They're not starting a train business. They're just automatically
Uh,
in charge of all of it, right? So that happened in the 1860s. And as time went by, it wasn't until like the 1890s, 1910s, and of course, heavily in the 1930s before that supposed Great War, you had huge migrations of people coming in from we don't really know where they coming from, and they're the ones that actually settled the West. A lot of
well,
the earlier American attempts failed, actually.
I mean, well, the 1800s, you had a lot of Germanic. That's where a lot of the Germanic migrations came from.
Yeah, but those
Um,
were on the east side of the Mississippi, though.
yeah,
Mostly. Yeah. Now there
I
were
thought they
some later.
expanded further than
No,
that,
there were
but
some later German migrations that crossed the Mississippi later. But no, most of that was on the east of the Mississippi. It really wasn't until honestly the very late 19th century and early 20th century that America really went to the west. And most of the big cities in the west we have today only came into existence after the creation of air conditioning, which of course is
well,
California,
especially in the Southwest.
Houston,
Yeah,
Arizona, New Mexico, things like that. The only real early successful migration we have are the Mormons in Utah,
yeah.
and they were incredibly successful. But
Well,
then again, that you know,
how far did the scan? Oh, because how far did the like Scandinavian did they just like stop in Minnesota, or did they go further than that?
are we talking about the 20th century migrations, or are we talking about the 1200 year ago Viking migrations?
No, no. Uh, I thought they came in the 1800s as well, but I could be wrong about that. I thought like Scandinavia, because like the people who make up essentially modern day like Minnesota or like northern Wisconsin, that kind of area. Um, I thought they came around in a similar time ish to the Germanic migrations in like the 1800s or so, late 1800s, early 1900s.
Well, I mean, there were various smaller migrations. I get maybe this is what you're talking about. We
Yeah,
had over 2 million Scandinavians migrate into America between 1820 and 1920 during that century.
yeah.
But these are not like gigantic migrations. They're little spurts, or, it's 2 million people, but it's over a century. But it's
Well,
little spurts
yeah,
here or there. Yeah.
but I mean, then again, too, the German migrants took a controlled a much larger geographical area than say like the Scandinavians. Like as far as like
Of
the
course.
migrations are concerned. So it was a much smaller population number, but it also reflected in the fact that the kind of Scandinavian influence parts of like say the Midwest or so
Right.
is relatively smaller than the Germanic
Well,
influenced areas.
Uh, this is what I mean. You can go research it and probably have more in your head. The guy's just off the top of my head. So,
Mm.
we had initially the migrants came in the very late 1600s. They saw what the Dutch and the Irish and these Protestants were doing, and like, hey, that's a great idea. And they came over in the very late 1600s. So we had those migrations. We have no clue how many people they were though. But once again, this is still all east of the Mississippi. In the
Yeah.
1700s, we have, of course, the major German populations in Pennsylvania, New York, Virginia, things like
Mm.
that, right? Then in the 19th century is when we start getting waves of immigration from everywhere, particularly whatever the Tartarians were, which are probably just some form of Slav, right? Um, but it wasn't really until after World War II that we got that big influx, right? Influx of Germans. And of course, like the Hoover Dam, for instance, right? The Hoover Dam was built by a bunch of German immigrants. right? And
Mhm.
so they're important, but maybe I don't understand exactly your question, but that's
Well,
what I was.
I was kind of curious how far that, because you're saying basically that like earlier German migrations, like 1800s or so, kind of just pushed up to the Mississippi, and I was
Yeah.
kind of curious how far the Scandinavian migrations pushed on like more of the northern side of the country. Um,
Right. And to be fair, I don't think we really have the correct data. But I do know the Scandinavians were more adventurous than the Germans. The Germans
yeah.
kind of stayed in their established enclaves east of the Mississippi for a very, very long time. And it wasn't until those whatever was happening in the late 19th century that caused that just ridiculous migrations coming over to America from whatever whatever that was, right? Because we don't really know, right? But we had
Well,
that. But they were they.
Franco-Prussian War, maybe.
I think there was more going on than history tells us. Now, is that intentional or is it just man everything was messed up and we just don't have the info? I don't know. But the
Hmm.
Germans are by nature more uh, are more cautious in everything they do. Whereas the
Yeah.
Scandinavians, those guys will run headlong into something, right? So we saw a lot more Scandinavian move into the West much quicker than most other populations. A lot of times when you see these Western movies and you get everybody speaking the so-called Western English, that would be incredibly incorrect. I bet you the majority of language spoken out there was Scandinavian in the early years. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's more accurate than what we got. But then of course after
Oh, Ray, I'm sorry.
whatever that cataclysm was, and we had those huge migrations coming in,
Come on, get in.
um, they were speaking something completely different, right? But Germans are just more cautious, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, oh, sorry.
Oh, no, I would just be curious to see like because with everything the technology we have today,
Yeah.
um it, I feel like that's a question that we should be able to answer.
Well, you don't
As
want to
far
get
as
in. You don't want to get into the genetic aspect of it because I do have that information, but you won't like the answer.
So,
I mean, I'm
side
open.
side note, right?
Yeah.
Well, everything you were talking about made me think of this Instagram reel that I see sometimes, and it's these three black guys, and I think it's supposed to be funny, but goodness gracious, like they're talking about like one of them's on the computer scrolling, right, and one of them just suddenly says, "Hey, you ever wondered how coconuts get water in them? Because I drink water, and that's how I get water in me. But how's a coconut do it?"
That
Is
can't be
that the
real.
Wow.
is that the joke?
No,
No, no,
I'm
but the
just gonna
guy's
sit
sitting
here.
there like he's legitimately asking that question, and then when everybody like looks at him like he's joking, it's like, "What? What is my question not valid?" And then they just bust out laughing
Okay.
because the guy is serious. He's asking, "But what?"
Oh, it's okay. I've been around plenty of people who've asked very dumb questions. I'm sure I've asked a number of dumb questions myself in the past, so
And did this guy
maybe
not
not
take a
that
science
dumb.
class?
Maybe not that dumb, but
But if you want to take a look, like for instance, if you look at the kind of timeline of American migration, what you have is initially when you're talking about Europeans, you see kind of the normal little stuff in what we call America, right today, USA. You definitely see some of the Dutch and the English and a little bit of French over what the original 13 colonies area, right? But we had an explosion of the Spanish come in the very, very early 1700s. And then, of course, by the mid of that century, around 1740, 1750, the French had just literally cut the country in half, right?
mm,
And of which became the Louisiana Purchase for us, right?
yeah. Well,
Eventually.
because Napoleon, his plans didn't work out so well.
They
so
didn't.
he had to
They didn't.
improvise.
But as time goes by and you're starting to look at things, what you start getting is, as far as non-Spanish people, it wasn't until the like 1820s that they had established anything akin to an American territory, right? And who's moving around in those territories, which you're talking about places like Minnesota,
Mhm.
Michigan, Wisconsin, places like that. We don't really have all that great data, to be honest with you, right? And it wasn't until even the beginning of the 19th century, I mean, the 20th century, literally the year 1901,
Mhm.
what you know as America wasn't even completed. That wasn't completely formed until 1941. And then, of course, we picked up what, Alaska in 59, and we picked up Hawaii, right? So
Yeah.
even in a time where you would think America's America in 1901, but it's not. There's still huge territories that are not part of it. It wasn't until 1941, which is during the war, that America
Mhm.
was the mainland, continental America was completely formed. So it's much more recent than you think. And of course, in that collection of territories and bought territories and all that other stuff, there are people moving left and right, doing all kind of stuff, and we don't really know all the detail. We don't know because who's going to keep census of what's happening in a territory not owned by thing, and also in a territory that is considered attached to the thing. They just didn't create data. So our data as a country is only beginning in 1941, which is, kind of shocking when you think of it, right? Especially
Mhm.
seeing
Yeah,
we're
you
such a
had to go
huge,
off of
yeah,
local records. If they kept records, usually it might have been something written in the Bible.
yeah,
Well,
or,
wait.
or a
The
few boxes or what have you. Yeah,
well, I mean, I think Arizona was the 48th, if I recall correctly,
it was one of the
and
later territories. Yeah.
so and that was 1912. So what territories were being made states after that? Because
Well, when Arizona first came in, it was not the totality of what is Arizona today. New Mexico took a long time to go from territory to actual American state.
they were
But
both
States.
1912 as far as like the state is concerned. But yeah,
right, well, like I told you, 19. I said 1901. But by 1912, that whole area had been brought in, and I think Oklahoma as well, or at least
uh,
parts of it. Uh,
Oklahoma was 1907.
See, once again, after the number I'm saying. So it wasn't
Yeah.
until 1941 that everything was ratified and in its totality, right? So a lot of people misunderstand. I think a lot of people think America was I know it's stupid, but think America was America in 1783, 1786, 1788. Of course, it's not true. It wasn't until literally during World War II that we actually ratified and became a totality, and it wasn't until
Mhm.
'59 that we gained our, Alaska and Hawaii. But my point is, before something even becomes a territory, that America recognizes, we don't have a lot of good data. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the French are not really great with keeping statistics.
What?
You know, and the Spanish aren't either. It's those weird northern Europeans that are all obsessed with statistics, right? And of course, we think of Rome. This is going back further, but we think of Rome as just the kings of statistics and data and information, which they were. But that didn't happen until they got the Germans involved with them. When the Germans came down, that's when we start getting just libraries full of books that are just record keeping, right?
Mhm.
It was that inclusion. And of course, in still modern day, it's exactly the same, which is now told to me to keep records and, keep an accounting of something is racist. So nice.
I thought it
But
was Jewish.
yeah, well, that too. But it
Oh yeah,
seems like
just to know the
everybody
fact the
hates the Jews.
Egyptians have been keeping records, and the Chinese and the Indians.
Yeah, a lot of people keep records, but I'm saying some people keep records better than others. Right?
Yeah.
And the Spanish and the French are not great about it. Spanish mainly because they'll have some little thing that makes them upset, and they just burn it. And like, oh, well, that's the same thing the French do. Sweet.
Well, it seems like a common thing amongst the
It's not that
Latins.
they don't know how, it's that they just get butthurt and don't want to remember their shame.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, more like the far western part of Europe.
So let me go see if I can get, because I'm just going what's on my head. Let me do a search real quick. When did the Germans move into what? Minnesota?
No, I think they're calling me. Hold on. I'll be back in a minute.
Let's see.
I'm sure we're going to have lots of fun playing zombies together.
I sure we will.
You can talk to all the mutants about who migrated where as they're eating you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's exactly what I said. You know, we started seeing movement into those areas by Germans in the 1860s, and let's take and search Scandinavians. Yeah, basically the same thing I had said. Starting in the 1850s, finishing by the 1930s. Yeah, so yeah, good, sweet. So more recent, I guess. Anyway, that was fun. For me anyway. I don't know about you guys. But yeah. But actually, the complete and total migration of America to what it is today, there are huge gulfs of missing information. Huge. Right?
So they just make it up and try to feed it to you.
They do. It's just like
Imagine that.
every time they make a new discovery in science, they always present it as if it's the science, even though they don't know anything. They do that all the time.
As if, Mhm.
Yeah, it
and as if it has existed that way for hundreds of years.
Yeah, no, it irritates the hell out of me. I have no problem with someone saying, "Hey, we found some new information and we think this might be pertinent." Cool. But yeah, that's not how they present it, do they? They always say, "This is what it is," and it's like, stop that, stop it, bad, bad dog.
Just like the idea that we stopped curing diseases like what 50, 60 years ago, and because big pharma wants to treat diseases so that they can medicate us and stuff like that. Same thing with history. You know, if they told us the truth, then they couldn't keep making up whatever they needed to support their ideology. They'd see that, oh, well, when we treat people shitty, shitty things happen. So, I mean, anybody who thinks for themselves knows the answer. They just either don't care, they don't want to think about it because it causes this, that, and the other, or it's like, what can I change about it?
Well, it's better than being solipsistic, I guess.
That is true. Remind me what solipsistic is.
Solipsism
I'm
is
back.
the idea that the only thing that can be known or verified is yourself.
That seemed, I mean,
I maybe easier. I'm sorry. I should have just said egotism or egotistic. Sorry.
no, I follow you. I'm just like, but I see problems in that way of thinking. Just like you can only confirm yourself. Can you really confirm yourself? Like with technology?
I didn't want to get that technical. I just meant that they're being egotistic about it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I usually am good at restraining myself and using simpler language.
But you couldn't help yourself, could you, Chester?
I was thinking about something else. And it just
You know that I like expunged language that can flush out the mind. I don't get many chances to listen to it.
Yeah, I do apologize, everyone. I didn't mean to do that.
So
But anyway,
We've gone way off on a tangent.
We are. We're just chill. We already finished. We're done. We're just chatting. It's perfect timing because this is when we normally stop anyway. Kind of nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. But next week we're going to be here. We're going to be running Puffin's. I don't know what he's calling it, but we'll have it all prepared by then.
Yes.
And we'll just have ourselves a little goofy Heroes of Hoboken is what this is feeling to me. So that's fine. And which is one of the greatest video games ever made. Thank you very much. I played the hell out of that game. But nevertheless, we will see you guys all next week. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Thundero, for being here as well. Yeah, I guess that's it. Anyone have any closing statements they want to make before I shut it down?
I'm back to join us next week.
Okay.
Chocolate should never be mixed with peanut butter.
Shut
That's
up.
it.
What?
That's
Huh?
it.
That's
We'll leave it right there.
That's for me.
Nope. We'll leave it right there.
Heresy.
Right
Is
there.
there a boo in this? Let me.
There's no reason to mix
Forward.
two masterpieces together when you're already a masterpiece alone.
Who gave Thundero the perfect button to push for me? Who did that?
We need a boo. We need a boo button added.
You know I love peanut butter chocolate.
Yeah, you're the whitest man in the room. We get it.
I need a
Shut
boo.
up, man. Anybody else got something more constructive to add?
That was very constructive. I have constructed an entire amount of rage within you with that one line.
It takes me a whole stream to get that much rage out of you. So you're the master in this case. I have to come begging you. Teach me.
Some things are better not taught. They are only to be learned, sir.
Namaste. Later, everybody.
Fare thee well.